America Credit Union, the official credit union of the Broncos. It features low rates, amazing rewards. Details at macu.com/BSU. We're down to the final game of the regular season. Head coach Leon Rice joins us. And, Coach, the last time we faced Colorado State, you said after the game it was rock bottom. It looks like we've reached the top of the mountaintop with 9 out of 10 since then.
Well, it's a credit to our guys. You know, you got to get through stuff, and you got to continue to grow, continue to get better, whether you're a senior, whether you're a freshman. But that's what the good teams do, and that's why we're a good team. And these guys have done a great job with that. The month of February was terrific, and we're in the month of March, and I'm still seeing growth. So that's what this program's about, and that's what the guys we recruit are about. And so credit to these guys.
I mean, I look at this matchup tonight, a lot on the line. 2 seed, chance to finish the season on a big winning streak. 2 really good teams. This will be a heck of a game tonight. What's it going to take?
Yeah, 2 teams that are both playing really well. I think, in a game like this, when you get 2 teams that are good, 2 teams that are playing good, it kind of comes down to who's going to play the best on that night. And sometimes it's as simple as who makes the shots, because we're going to do our thing, they're going to do their thing. We're going to try to bust them out of their thing a little bit, but it's hard to do. They're this time of year, they're running their stuff terrific. And so, it's one of those things where it sounds pretty simple, but it's easier said than done, and whoever can go out and play the best.
I thought the previous game with Colorado State was the weirdest game of the season. They did pretty much anything they wanted to do in the first half, and we did pretty much anything we wanted to do in the second half. I got to believe it's going to be back and forth tonight.
You never know what a game's going to bring, but there's a lot, like you said, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of emotions going on that you have to manage with the senior night, and I think that's a big key to playing well on senior night. Now, I'm so happy about our crowd. Let's get them here early because, get in these gates because we do the senior night at the start of the game, and so, hopefully everyone's here where they get a chance to see it.
3 very important seniors on this class. Tyson Degenhardt's been here 4 years, Omar Stanley 2, and Alvaro Cardenas has been here 1. All 3 have been mainstays for this team.
No doubt. And, they've just been so special to the program in so many ways and so special to this team. And I've just enjoyed every second I've got the chance to coach them. And, that's, when I talked about those seniors, I talk about the emotion that we have to manage. And we have to do a good job with that because we've got a job to do. And that job is to accomplish the mission. And like you said, there's a lot riding on it. You work all season, all off season, all that thing for these moments. And to be playing in relevant games late in March, not late, it feels like we're into March though, but into March you're playing relevant games, that matters.
As we look at this game with Colorado State tonight, what do you think the greatest challenges are in trying to stop them?
Well, like I said, late in the season, they just get better and better at running their stuff. They know how their parts all fit together. They play together really well. So it's a challenge, and they're clicking offensively. And they've had tons of improvement in the last 2 months, and so we have to try to disrupt them, and that's easier said than done too because they're good at what they do. But we got to have extreme ball pressure all night long and kind of stay up on them hard, and so they're not comfortable running their stuff.
And finally, as we head into this last game, what has this team been able to improve on most as the years come along? Because the time we've been here, your teams have improved, but this one has improved about as much as any of them.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of them playing synergistically, where they're all 5 on the same page, no matter who the 5 are, no matter what we're in, and when we do that offensively and defensively, I think that's why we made our biggest jump. If we have 1 or 2 guys off a little bit, it's hard to have rhythm on both ends.
Coach, thanks so much for your time. It has been an enjoyable year. Let's make it even more enjoyable tonight.
No doubt. We got a lot of great things ahead for this team, and tonight could be a special night, but we got to go out and accomplish the mission.
That was Coach Leon Rice. Boise State Basketball is partnered with Mountain America Credit Union to bring you 3-pointers for St. Luke's Health Foundation. For each Bronco 3, Mountain America donates $50 to the St. Luke's Health Foundation. And Ideal which is Idaho's 529 college savings plan. Ask, did you know that it only takes $25 to start an ideal 529 savings account and you get tax benefits? Information and a full disclosure statement, including risk terms and conditions, can be found online. Please read carefully before investing. idsaves.org. Abe Jackson will join me next. We'll preview the Broncos and the Rams, a huge one from Extra Mile Arena on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield.
It's that time of year when people start thinking about industrial refrigeration. Not. Folks around here are excited about Boise State basketball. APCO is proud to sponsor the Broncos. Their players and coaches hold themselves to exceptionally high standards, just like our team members do. For us, that means meeting the Western United States industrial refrigeration needs with unmatched expertise in system design, installation, training, service, and compliance. Visit apcco.net today, and let's go Broncos.
Get your head in the game and out of the checkout line with Albertsons Drive Up and Go. Place an order online and our team will select the freshest ingredients, crunchiest snacks, and coolest refreshments so you have everything you need for game day. When you pull up for the play, we'll send out our team for the handoff so you can make a break for the end zone. Albertsons is the official grocer and tailgate headquarters of Bronco Athletics. Just download our new Albertsons for You deals and delivery app, place your order, and drive up and go Broncos.
Hi, it's Andrew Mehta from Boise State Men's Basketball. Mighty Dog Roofing's exclusive white paw service. It's not a concept, it's a promise. A vow to guard your outdoor treasures from debris and dust after their awesome roof work.
And the net result? Mighty Dog Roofing has been voted the best of Boise. Rapid response roofing that minimizes the mess.
Get the white paw treatment from Mighty Dog Roofing. Visit mightydog.roofing.com.
They are the best of Boise.
Are you looking for fresh, delicious food? At Costa Vida, we prepare everything in-store daily, using only the freshest ingredients, never frozen. Are you hungry now? Enjoy Costa Vida your way. Dine in, swing by our drive-thru, order online, or have us cater your next event. Fresh flavors, made from scratch every day. That's Costa Vida, fresh Mexican grill. Planning an event? Make it unforgettable with Event Rent, an official partner of the Broncos. From weddings and graduations to corporate events, we have everything you need to make your special occasion shine. Choose from our vast selection of brand new rental items, tents, premium linens, tables, chairs, and more, all backed by our friendly professional service. Whether it's a big celebration or an intimate gathering, Event Rent is Idaho's #1 choice for all your event needs. Event Rent, where every event is a winning event. Visit us today at idahoeventrent.com.
My name is JJ. I grew up in Glens Ferry area, and we're out here barbecuing, going hiking. The dangers of rural roads is just how isolated you can be, being away from town and maybe not having great cell service. So if something happens, you can't get an Uber. I think if you're planning on drinking, plan ahead, getting a designated driver, and just making sure that you have a way home safely. Stay safe, Idaho.
Welcome back to the Mountain America Credit Union Bronco pregame show. Show your Bronco spirit with the Boise State Alumni Visa credit card from Mountain America Credit Union, the official credit union of the Broncos. Bob Beeler and Abe Jackson courtside at Extra Mile Arena. And Abe, boy, do we have a good one. Broncos 22-8, 14-5 in the Mountain West, 5 straight wins. Colorado State 21-9 overall, 15-4 in the conference, 6 straight. And Boise State rolls into this one 9 of 10 in addition to the 5 straight, taking care of business against Air Force on Tuesday.
And it's always a little bit of a question mark when you play at Air Force, but with these seniors on this team, the Broncos just really rolled through the Falcons, who are struggling this year, but they have given some teams fits in Colorado Springs, but the Broncos just handled it. We're up by 35 at one point and ended up winning handily by over 20.
Now, Abe, this game is important. It's for second place. And in addition to finishing in second and being proud of that, big difference between the 2 seed and the 5 seed if you win or lose this game, because the top of the standings jumbled. Utah State is in there. San Diego State is in there. New Mexico has the 1 seed, but the difference is you win this game. If you're either of these teams, you get the winner of Nevada and Fresno State, and if you lose, you tangle with San Diego State.
And if you had the choice, then you definitely take that 2 seed if you're just looking to get that win. I mean, the metrics are kind of another thing, but you want the 2 seed. You want a solid win here and then go into that Mountain West tournament. That would be 10 out of 11 games rolling into the Mountain West tournament, probably one of the best streaks in the last 10 years that the Broncos have had. And then you face a team, one of the teams that you've already beat twice during the season.
As we look at the NCAA tournament, Boise State is now in the last 4 in both the CBS and the ESPN bracketology. I think they have to have this one tonight to stay in that list.
You have to. I think they've had to have the last 6 wins. I mean, you take a look at, you've beaten New Mexico handily. That bumps you up there. Beaten Utah State really handily. That bumps you up there. And then you have, you couldn't lose to Fresno on the road. You couldn't lose to Air Force on the road, and you have to win this one. I think the last 5 or 6 games have been those bubble games for the Broncos, and they've gotten wins when they needed to.
Colorado State won the game at Fort Collins, 75-72 on a shot with 4.8 seconds left by Jalen Lake. Boise State did not get a rebound defensively, and that allowed the Rams to win the game. Wild first half for Colorado State. They did everything right. They were up big. Boise State came back to tie the game in the second half with a tremendous second half performance. What do you remember most about that game?
Well, pretty much what you just summed up, but what I remember a lot about that game is that the Broncos were kind of in this weird role of having bad first halves and then having to come back in the second half. Washington State stands out. Colorado State stands out. I think there was another game where they were down handily 8 or 9. At San Jose State, down 8 or 9 in the first half and had to come back and win that. But since then, the Broncos have just turned it around. They've made some changes in the lineups, and it's really paid off.
Series favors the Broncos. It's been competitive. Boise State 18, Colorado 16. It's been a home court series overall. The Broncos have won 11. The Rams have won 3 in games played in Boise.
And there's a lot of stats that would probably be just about the same with other teams in the league. Home court advantage is a real thing. Just look at the percentages of the Broncos shooting at home and away, and their defensive percentages from in this building and not in the building.
Albertsons has teamed up with Boise State men's basketball to bring you Steals for Meals. For every steal recorded by the Broncos, Albertsons makes a donation to the Idaho Food Bank. Albertsons, the official grocer and tailgate headquarters for the Broncos. We'll take a time out. Senior Day ceremonies coming up next on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield.
St. Luke's and Boise State are partners in education and health through scholarships and internships for students, support for programs and faculty, and collaboration on health-related research. Together, we're preparing tomorrow's healthcare professionals and investing in the people and programs that build healthy, livable, caring communities. St. Luke's and Boise State, proud to be blue.
First Federal Bank knows what goes into owning and operating a business. Each day presents new challenges and opportunities. First Fed is here to help with the daily operations, as well as planning for what's to come. That's what we call better business banking. Give First Fed's unrivaled customer service and market-leading products and services a try. Visit bankfirstfed.com to learn more and meet our business banking team. First Federal Bank, Idaho's community bank of choice. Member FDIC.
Looking for affordable storage? Look no further. Storage Self-Storage is family-owned and operated and the official self-storage partner of the Broncos. Whether it's storing personal treasures, holiday decorations, cleaning out your garage, storing your boat or RV, or even storing your entire household for the big move, we've got you covered at any of our 19 convenient locations serving the entire Treasure Valley, Donley, and McCall. Hop online at store.com because since 1972, we've been able to store it for you.
Unlock winter's wonder in Idaho. Whether you're carving through fresh powder, gliding along snow-covered trails, or bundled up with friends and family taking in the scenery from a cozy sleigh ride, Idaho's experiences are sure to make memories that will last a lifetime. Discover the perfect way to embrace winter in Idaho and start planning your adventure today at visitidaho.org. Idaho, beyond words.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
It's been so long. How have you been?
Hello, I'm doing well.
Dave, why are you talking that way?
Please say 1 for a compliment or 2 for a question.
Yeah, this is weird. I think I'm gonna go.
Talking with an automated phone tree can feel pretty ridiculous. That's why when you call Pacific Source Health Plans, you'll get a real person to answer all your important questions.
Pacific Source Health Plans? This is a real person. How can I help you?
Human service, not automated phone trees. Find a plan at PacificSourceMembersFirst.com.
3 senior managers out on the court with Coach Rice, Caden Flynn, Jenna Snyder, and Jacob Thompson. And now 3 seniors. And it's going to start off with the point guard, Al Cardenas, 1 season coming from San Jose State. What a huge addition.
I think he's been the most impactful, guaranteed 1 season person. And I think he might be the most impactful transfer that the Broncos have ever had. I'll put Abu Kijab up there as well. But for what he's meant to this program, on the court, off the court, in the locker room, his stat lines, and you can see out there right now, Coach Rice is emotional. And he's had this guy for 1 year. And I think really that just speaks to what he means to the program, what he means to Coach Rice, what he means to these players on the court. Hard to imagine the impact a one-year guy could have.
205 assists. That's 40 past the previous leader.
And we're still going.
Yeah.
I mean, he could get to 240 in this season.
Depends on how many games. Omar Stanley's been here 2 years from Kansas City, transferred from St. John's. Had a chance to visit with him after the Air Force game. His play has started to pick up, and he's got a throng of people with him from Kansas City tonight.
He does. Omar is one of the best dudes, and I think that his basketball trajectory changed when he came from St. John's because they weren't using him how he was supposed to be used. He said he shot a ton of threes there, and last year was just a breakout year for Omar Stanley, not just with Boise State, but with his career and the type of dude he is too. I mean, he's just such a nice guy. You just love interacting with him every time.
You can say that about Cardenas, Stanley, and Degenhardt, who is going to come out now. Tyson is approaching the all-time scoring record at the school, 47 points for breaking Beard's record. He needs 14 tonight to go past Derek Marks. He needs 29 tonight to go past Steve Connor. He could be the 3rd leading scorer after tonight's game if he can put 30 on the board.
And that's the stat line, but it's so many things that you can't put into statistics for Tyson. I mean, what he means to the locker room, what he means to the community. I mean, he's been a all academic player for 4 years here. Freshman of the year, 3 NCAA tournaments in a row. Could possibly break, good chance that he'll break the single season scoring record for Boise State. There is nothing about him that you would want to be different in a player and in a person with Tyson Degenhardt.
Could be 4 times in a row to the NCAA tournament. And could be 2 Mountain West Conference tournament championships if Boise State could prevail.
And there's some emotions out there between Tyson and Coach Rice and his family. And this crowd, I think, is understanding what they got in Tyson. And when there was a video that Coach Burns was talking, he said, if there's a conversation of the greatest Bronco of all time, Tyson's going to be in that conversation. And at the end of this season, he could be leading that conversation.
Tyson's family gathering.
The city of Spokane is out on the court to get a picture. That's fantastic to see. So many people coming to support him.
What a night. To win, you better have some experience. And Boise State has experience with these 3 guys. And I think that as you give a chance when these guys play well, Abe, you give a chance for the younger guys to kind of filter in with big games and kind of filter out depending on how they're doing. But these guys need to be the guys playing strong tonight and the rest of the way.
They do. They definitely do. And one thing happens when you have such a strong senior class. We talked about Abu Kijab. I've been told that he's one of the greatest locker room guys that this program has had. Who was a freshman on that team when Abu Kijab was a senior? Tyson Degenhardt. He got to see firsthand what it takes to lead a locker room, to lead out on the court, and how to do it the right way. And I don't think, Tyson's a phenomenal person and a human being, but I think being under the tutelage of Abu Kijab and seeing that, and he's going to have that effect on these younger guys as well.
I was going to say, Pearson Carmichael could be a 4-year starter.
He could. Yep, exactly, and he saw it too.
All right, we'll get keys to the game. We'll get starting lineups coming up. But first, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is Bronco Basketball. Game is dead ahead. 2 seed on the line. Boise State, Colorado State. Next on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield.
Planning an event? Make it unforgettable with Event Rent, an official partner of the Broncos. From weddings and graduations to corporate events, we have everything you need to make your special occasion shine. Choose from our vast selection of brand new rental items, tents, premium linens, tables, chairs, and more, all backed by our friendly professional service. Whether it's a big celebration or an intimate gathering, Event Rent is Idaho's #1 choice for all your event needs. Event Rent, where every event is a winning event. Visit us today at idahoeventrent.com.
Attention Boise State fans. Mountain Land Supply is your go-to for all things HVAC, plumbing, waterworks, landscape irrigation, tools and safety, and is a proud Boise State University basketball supporter. Ask your HVAC specialist about our top-of-the-line Comfort Maker products exclusively at our new Nampa HVAC store. Whether you're upgrading your home comfort with a furnace this winter or air conditioning for summer, we've got you covered. Ask your HVAC dealer about Mountain Land Supply, where comfort meets community. And go Broncos!
Are you looking for fresh, delicious food? At Costa Vida, we prepare everything in-store daily, using only the freshest ingredients, never frozen. Are you hungry now? Enjoy Costa Vida your way. Dine in, swing by our drive-thru, order online, or have us cater your next event. Fresh flavors, made from scratch every day. That's Costa Vida, fresh Mexican grill.
Get your head in the game and out of the checkout line with Albertsons Drive Up and Go. Place an order online and our team will select the freshest ingredients, crunchiest snacks, and coolest refreshments so you have everything you need for game day. When you pull up for the play, we'll send out our team for the handoff so you can make a break for the end zone. Albertsons is the official grocer and tailgate headquarters of Bronco Athletics. Just download our new Albertsons for You deals and delivery app, place your order, and drive up and go Broncos.
On the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield, Bronco Basketball is brought to you by Albertsons, official grocer and tailgate headquarters of your Boise State Broncos. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Coca-Cola, official refreshment of the Broncos. Ford, official truck of the Broncos. And by St. Luke's in Boise State. We're proud to be blue.
Take a step back, 3, money in the bank, slam dunk, Tyson Degenhardt taking the freshman to school. That's the dagger, and the Broncos are going to have a signature win.
Tip-off is just moments away. Here's Abe Jackson and the voice of the Broncos, Bob Beeler.
It's the last game of the regular season tonight. Colorado State 15-4 in the conference. Boise State 14-5. The winner gets the 2 seed in next week's Mountain West tournament. Abe Jackson, this is a big one. Let's get to your Lithia Ford keys of the game.
Well, the first one is just handle the emotions. I mean, that was one of the more emotional senior nights that I've been a part of. And we've been doing this a long time, Bob. And so first off is to handle that. And then second, handle Neat Clifford. There's a bunch of NBA scouts here in this game, and they came for Neat Clifford, who could be a projected first, early second-round draft pick. So there's some big eyes on this game, but handle the emotions, handle Neat Clifford, go get a win.
Keys to the game brought to you by Lithia Ford of Boise in the Treasure Valley. Visit in person at the corner of Fairview and Maple Grove, or see it all at LithiaFordBoise.com. The starting lineups for Nico Medved's Colorado State Rams. They've won 6 in a row. Kion Evans will be at one of the guard spots, 6'2 sophomore, averaging 10 points a game. Joined in the backcourt by Jalen Lake, 11.5 points. He had the winning shot in the last meeting in Fort Collins. Again, averaging 11.5 points, shooting 34% from 3. Nick Clifford, 18 points, 10 rebounds, 4.5 assists, leads the team in all 3 categories. The inside guys, Jalen Crocker-Johnson at 6'8", averages 9 points, 4 rebounds. And Rashawn Bemba, who was sick in the last matchup, 7 points, 4 rebounds. The Broncos starting 5. It'll be Tyson Degenhardt, Omar Stanley inside, Al Cardenas at the point guard, and the wings will be Andrew Meadow and Pearson Carmichael. Our officials tonight, Vern Harris, Mike Littlewood, and Amy Bonner. A lot of energy in this building. Crowd has been here a while already.
Yeah, people started to file in a little bit early on this one, and it's going to be packed. The blue, the balcony, there's a little bit of open places. Other than that, though, it's pretty full, and I think you get a couple minutes into this game, and it's going to be a packed house, and rightfully so for this team and these seniors.
Mike Littlewood will put the ball in play. Stanley against Bemba. Colorado State wins the tip, and the green-clad Rams trimmed in gold will have the basketball first. Evans to Crocker-Johnson to Lake, and now back to Evans. Man-to-man for the Broncos. Bemba outside to Clifford. Touches the ball for the first time. Left side to Lake. Lake spins into the lane. Kick it outside to Evans. 10 to shoot for the Rams. Clifford driving. He'll take the spot up. Long 2. It's an air ball, and it's caught by Degenhardt.
Well, that's a good way to start and take a tough shot and have him hit no iron.
Degenhardt out front with the basketball. Couple of dribbles. Pass right wing to Carmichael. Carmichael off to Stanley. We'll see what Boise State comes up with for their first possession. Degenhardt defended by Crocker-Johnson. Degenhardt double team. Kick it out to Cardenas. Out front, Stanley. Back to Cardenas. 10 to shoot. Al with a long 3. Back iron, no good, but an offensive rebound by Degenhardt. Fresh 20.
Getting the first bucket here will be big. Kind of settle everybody down a little bit.
Underneath pass. Cardenas. Omar Stanley with a dunk. And Boise State opens play with a dunk for Stanley and a 2-0 lead.
Why not start it like that? Your assist guy to one of your seniors. 2 seniors hooking up. Good pass, good dunk.
So the Broncos have a 2-0 advantage. Clifford to Crocker-Johnson. Left side now to Lake. Clifford, Evans. And it's going to be Neat Clifford. Long 3, missed his second shot. Carmichael rebounds for the Broncos. Boise State back on the attack. Carmichael takes it to the right block. Cut off. Between the rings to Degenhardt, handed off to the quarterback. That's Cardenas. Cardenas behind a Degenhardt screen. One-handed pass to Carmichael. Right corner to Degenhardt. Back in the wing to Carmichael. 10 to shoot. Carmichael for 3. A little too strong. This time the Rams rebound. Coming up with it is Lake.
The energy in here. You could just, every shot that goes up for either team, I mean, it's just a little bit more tense.
Bemba doubled on the block. Out front to Evans. Left side, Clifford. Clifford drives into the paint. Clifford will be fouled on the floor by Carmichael. Carmichael picks up the game's first foul. Game was in the 70s the last time these two teams got together. I would think we might get to the 70s again tonight.
You would think so. They got to the 70s in a really odd way in the last game. First half, all Colorado State. Second half, all Tyson Degenhardt in that second half.
Degenhardt had 27 in that matchup. Clifford had 20 to go with 7 rebounds and 7 assists. The Stars came to play last time. Clifford on the dribble. Left side, Evans tries to get to the baseline. Cut off by Cardenas. Middle of the floor to Clifford, to Lake. Down to 10 to shoot. Lake to the foul line. Rises. Jumper. Back iron. No good. Meadow with the rebound for Boise State. And out to Cardenas. Just 2-0 Boise State.
Colorado State 0 for 3 now. Broncos 1 for 3.
Meadow to Cardenas. Al has the ball knocked away. Saves him going out of bounds. Gets it to Carmichael. Carmichael slowing the pace down, trying to power his way in on Lake, gets to the block, turns, takes the fade, and the freshman hits it. What a shot for Carmichael. A power move, something we haven't seen a whole lot of. 4-0 Boise State.
It was a strength move, but ended by a finesse move. Power inside and then fade away.
4-0 Broncos. Evans trying to get to the foul line, can't get into the paint. Left side to Crocker Johnson. Left block to Bemba. Crocker Johnson outside. Three-pointer made by Kion Evans. So it's a 4-3 lead now for Boise State. Good ball movement by the Rams.
It wasn't. It was a double team that they passed out of it pretty quickly, and that's when you can get an open shot out of a double team.
Get a lot on the line tonight. Winning streaks on both sides. Second place in the conference. Degenhart left corner to Stanley. Stanley will take a three, and the Broncos senior missed that shot. Rebound, Crocker Johnson. Clifford into the front court. 3 years at Colorado. The last 2 at Colorado State. And a pass into the corner, and Crocker Johnson is on the sideline. And a careless turnover for the Rams. 4-3 Boise State. 16:23 to go in the first half.
Doesn't it kind of feel, I know we're 3.5 minutes in, but every shot's a game winner, right? Like you get a stop and you're like, yes. You get a bucket and you're like, let's come on.
Cardenas dribbling. One-handed pass between the rings to Carmichael. Dribbles behind a Stanley screen. Came into the paint, had the ball poked away. Colorado State counters. Clifford, left corner to Lake. Stop on a dime, put up a three and get it. And the Rams have their first lead of the game. Jalen Lake, three-pointer. And it's Colorado State now up 6-4.
Well, Lake was the guy who hit the three-pointer in Fort Collins that won the game for the Rams.
And Lake's been doing very well from outside of late. Cardenas outside to Carmichael. Right corner to Meadow. Meadow drives into the paint. Lost his goggles. Got him back on to Carmichael. And he'll drill a three from the right wing. Peanut with 5 points, and Boise State back on top, 7-6.
Getting his goggles knocked off, but still found the open shooter, and Carmichael, back down move, then a three. He has 5 points.
Crocker Johnson to Lake. Lake will take a three right wing, and he's got 2 threes. Colorado State again ahead, 9-7.
I mean, not an overly great three-point shooter, 33% in conference, but he's knocked down 2 threes.
Degenhart. Little left of the foul line. Coach Rice wanted a foul. Meadow, right wing for 3. That one rattled out. Crocker Johnson rebounds. 5 minutes gone by. First half, Rams by 2. Evans to Clifford. Mismatch somewhere. Clifford's got much shorter Cardenas. And Cardenas forced him to take a fade, but Clifford with a pro move for his first basket. 11-7, Rams by 4.
Well, Cardenas did all that he could. I mean, you take the hard bumps from Clifford and then make him have a deep fade on the baseline. That was just a good shot.
We get a timeout at the next dead ball. Stanley, baseline right side, dribbles in on Bemba. Left-handed hook. Halfway down the cylinder and popped out. Rams rebound.
Well, that's a tough move, and boy, they did everything except have the ball go through the hoop.
Inside, Bemba again matched up with Cardenas. Outside to Clifford. Cross-court pass. Crocker Johnson now to Evans. Under 14 to go in the first half. 10 to shoot for the Rams. Bemba, Crocker Johnson, Lake down to 5. Lake dribbling. Lake step back 3. That one's an air ball, and the shot clock will expire, and that'll bring us to a timeout. Ugbo and Keene will check in when the Broncos return. It's the Rams 11, the Broncos 7. Take a break on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
In America, the future belongs to everyone, so we built the vehicles of the future for everyone. Have your power of choice with Ford's lineup of gas, electric, or hybrid vehicles. Outperform the competition with America's best-selling trucks for 47 years, Ford F-Series. Take the road less traveled in a Ford SUV, perfect for the mountains, city, and everywhere in between. Or check out Ford's lineup of electric or hybrid vehicles, like the Ford Maverick, Mustang Mach-E, or F-150 Lightning. Inventory has arrived. Head to your local Ford stores today. Based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. Our Go the Extra Mile service means more hustle, less hassle. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the road you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty included with every tire we sell. We're talking more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's why you get more from less. Book an appointment at leschwab.com.
Double R Ranch, an exceptional quality premium beef brand from the heart of the Northwest. Whether you're watching Double R Vision at Extra Mile Arena or grilling a premium steak at home, we're proud to be part of your game day experience. Colorado State 11, Boise State 7, 13:49 to go in the first half. And this game is starting off with a lot of intensity.
It really has. It's at a different level than any game this season, that's for sure. The Broncos, though, shooting 38%, 3 out of 8. After starting over their first 3, Colorado State is now 4 out of 8. They've made 4 out of their last 5 shots. The Broncos, we've seen this from them at the beginning of games sometimes. Heavy on the three-point attempts. They've made one of them at Pearson Carmichael, but they're 1 of 5 now, 3 of 8 overall. And the Broncos are so good at twos, but again, it's also what the defense is doing, and they've probably watched some film of some other games like Fresno State, where if you just pack it inside, make the Broncos shoot the 3.
Degenhart and Meadow will stay out on the floor with Cardenas. Ugbo and Keene have checked in. Rams have made some subs as well. In for them into the game is Bowen Bourne, a good outside shooter, as well as Ethan Morton and Nikola Joppa. Evans and Clifford, the 2 starters that remain for Niko Medved's Rams.
Colorado State's kind of gone deep into the bench early on in this game.
Cardenas with the ball at half court. Rams in a man-to-man. Broncos trail by 4. Cardenas left side to Ugbo. Just beyond the three-point arc. Ugbo with quite a few dribbles, especially for him. Down to 10 to shoot. Meadow with it now. Meadow to the top of the key below the foul line. Attacks off the glass. Missed the shot. Rebound and a foul on the floor against the Rams, it appears. Clifford's going to pick up his first.
And on the rebound, not on the shot, so the Broncos will inbound.
20 seconds on the shot clock. Broncos 3 out of 9 shooting in the first half. Meadow, Cardenas. Al drives through the lane, underhand pass to Keene, and Keene finishes coming down the left baseline for the layup. Give Cardenas another assist, and it's 11-9 Rams.
Every Coach Rice team has had guys who cut off of drives into the paint. Keene cuts baseline, Cardenas finds him.
Morton, Joppa, Bourne. To Joppa again, he started the game because Bemba was sick the last time these two teams played. Clifford in the paint, turns, elevates, and scores. Boy, Clifford is a handful.
Clifford could be the most athletic player in the league. I know Donovan Dent's up there, but Clifford's got a couple inches on him, got some more weight, and long arms, too. He can really get up off the ground,
Get 7 NBA scouts tonight here to see. Cardenas into the paint. Outside to Meadow. Meadow, triple team, has the ball ripped out of his hands by Evans. Evans against Cardenas. Contact, but no whistle. And an over-the-head flip shot by Evans puts 2 on the board for the Rams, and they're up by 6, 15-9.
Boy, that was just a lucky shot by Evans. He wasn't even looking at the hoop and tossed it behind his head, and it went in.
Keene, Ugbo as the Broncos in the front court. We played 8 minutes in the first half. Cardenas to the foul line. Right wing to Degenhart. Tyson's been pretty quiet so far. Keene in the left corner. Outside to Cardenas. Al behind the back dribble gets to the foul line. Elevates, shoots, and scores. Cardenas with a foul line jumper for his first basket. It's now the Rams 15 and the Broncos 11.
That's a tougher shot than it looks. Dribbling in traffic and then quick off of a dribble straight up into your jumper and knock it down.
Morton, Joppa back to Morton, to Bourne. Bourne in his first season with the Rams after transferring. Under 10 to shoot. Player got knocked down. Joppa knocked down. We'll see the foul on Cardenas. His first and the Broncos second, and that'll bring us to another timeout. Crisp, refreshing, irresistibly tasty is Coke Zero Sugar, the best Coke ever. Try and decide. 15-11 Rams, 11:25 to go first half on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield.
When the Broncos are craving excitement, they head into Extra Mile Arena for basketball. When it's time to savor fresh seafood, they head to Anthony's Restaurant in downtown Boise. Indulge with wild-caught salmon, fresh oysters on the half-shell, local Idaho trout, Snake River Farms beef, and more. All with free, validated parking in the Simplot Garage. Discover the taste of the Northwest at Anthony's in downtown Boise. Reserve your table today at anthonys.com.
In America, the future belongs to everyone, so we built the vehicles of the future for everyone. Have your power of choice with Ford's lineup of gas, electric, or hybrid vehicles. Outperform the competition with America's best-selling trucks for 47 years, Ford F-Series. Take the road less traveled in a Ford SUV, perfect for the mountains, city, and everywhere in between. Or check out Ford's lineup of electric or hybrid vehicles, like the Ford Maverick, Mustang Mach-E, or F-150 Lightning. Inventory has arrived. Head to your local Ford stores today. Based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
At Select Health, we believe health insurance should be simple. And when we say simple, we mean simple. So we'll get right to the point. We'll never stop working to provide you with clear, easy-to-understand coverage and benefits that give you faster, better access to care. Because helping you get the care you need is the entire reason we exist. It's really that simple. Select Health. Insurance made simple. Learn more at selecthealth.org.
Tonight's game is presented by Mountain America Credit Union. Sports your Bronco pride with a Boise State debit card from Mountain America, the official credit union of the Broncos. Thank you, Mountain America, for your continued support. Bob Beeler, Abe Jackson back courtside. Rams with the early lead by 4, 15-11, 11:25 to go in the first half.
Well, good news is that the Broncos are ticking up in their shooting percentage. They were at 38%, and now they're at 45%, 5 out of 11. Bad news is, so is Colorado State. The last time out, they were at 50%. Now they're at 60%, 6 out of 10. But the key in this game has been the three-point shooting. The Broncos 1 out of 5, Colorado State 3 out of 4.
And Boise State has been the top team in the Mountain West at getting to the free throw line, averaging 17 made free throws. Neither team with a free throw attempt tonight. Bud Light, proud sponsor of Boise State Athletics, easy to drink and easy to enjoy. In for Colorado State is Keyshawn Williams. So it's Joppa, Morton, Clifford, Williams, and Bourne to inbound. A lot of backups on the floor for the Rams. Joppa hands it off to Bourne, to Clifford, back to Bourne. Bourne had a 30-point game a couple of games ago. Williams down to 6, defended by Keene. Pass over to Morton, right side to Clifford, 2-1. He's going to let it go and hit it. 4th three-pointer of the night for the Rams. Clifford gets his first. 18-11 Colorado State.
Boy, 4 out of 5 from 3 now for Colorado State, and that's the big difference.
And again, they shot the ball well from 3 in the meeting down in Fort Collins. Buchanan in for Boise State to Cardenas. Cardenas two-handed pass to Keene, right corner to Buchanan. Buchanan dribbling to the block, into the paint to Cardenas. Meadow baseline left side. Challenged, no call, but Meadow takes it in strong and gets the layup for his first basket, 18-13 Rams.
Nice hard drive from Meadow, and we've seen him take some contact. You could tell he's been in the weight room all year long. He's gone through contact and finished at the hoop.
Bourne to Morton. Clifford defended by Meadow. Back to Bourne between the rings. Bourne on the drive. Bourne elevates. Brick. Rebounded by Boise State. Cardenas has it.
Finally a stop for the Broncos.
Cardenas in transition for three. Gets the Mountain America. Or do they call it a two, Abe? It was close. Scoreboard says 3, so it's 18-16 as Cardenas got just enough. And a steal by Ugbo to Cardenas. Back the other way for the Broncos in a hurry. Cardenas to the trailer Meadow. Meadow inside. Shot off the glass. No good. Meadow got his own miss and got fouled.
Boy, and I think Ugbo got away with a foul on that steal. They didn't get it called. It was right in front of us. Hit Bourne right across the face. But a great job in transition. Missed the first one, and Meadow stuck with it. Got his own miss and put it back. Got fouled.
Meadow, one of the better free throw shooters in the conference. Number 2 at 85%. If he makes 1 of 2, Abe, he'll have 100 made free throws on the season. Broncos are down just 2, 18-16. They could tie the game here. And the first one for Meadow is good. 18-17. Boise State now on a 6-0 run. Ugbo comes out. Carmichael will check in for Meadow if Meadow makes the free throw. Buchanan, Degenhardt, Cardenas, Keene, and then either Meadow or Carmichael will be on the floor. And Meadow is the top free throw shooter on the team, makes them both, and we're tied at 18. 7-0 run now for the Broncos.
And a little pressure now from the Broncos. They got the steal last time from a trap in the corner.
Pressure in backcourt. Bourne defended by Cardenas. Finally, they get it across half court. Bourne into the paint, kick it right side to Williams. Out front, taking the 3 is Lake. They missed the 3. Cardenas with the rebound. Quickly into the front court with the dribble. Broncos could take the lead. Trying to extend a 7-0 run. Tyson Degenhardt has it just inside the arc on the right baseline. Degenhardt drives it inside, under the basket, wraparound layup good. First basket for Tyson, and it gives the Broncos a 2-point lead. The run to 9-0.
Bembo was trying to muscle him inside, and Tyson took on the challenge and then spun baseline for the bucket.
Played more than 11 minutes now in the first half. Bowie will check in at the next dead ball. Underneath they go. Williams. His shot deflected, I think, by Buchanan. Rebound by Carmichael. And the Broncos back on the attack as they are surging here in the first half. Cardenas step back 3. Got it! Alvaro Cardenas with another 3. He's got 6 points. 23-18. 12-0 run Boise State. And the Rams want a timeout.
The best transfer that I've ever seen the Broncos get. 8 points, already 3 assists for Al Cardenas.
We'll take a break. 8:28 to go in the first half. The Broncos 23, the Rams 18 on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. Get your head in the game and out of the checkout line with Albertsons Drive Up and Go. Place an order online and our team will select the freshest ingredients, crunchiest snacks, and coolest refreshments so you have everything you need for game day. When you pull up for the play, we'll send out our team for the handoff so you can make a break for the end zone. Albertsons is the official grocer and tailgate headquarters of Bronco Athletics. Just download our new Albertsons for You deals and delivery app, place your order, and drive up and go Broncos.
Are you looking for fresh, delicious food? At Costa Vida, we prepare everything in-store daily, using only the freshest ingredients, never frozen. Are you hungry now? Enjoy Costa Vida your way. Dine in, swing by our drive-thru, order online, or have us cater your next event. Fresh flavors, made from scratch every day. That's Costa Vida, fresh Mexican grill. The Broncos are proud to present these preferred local partners in the home service industry as members of the Boise State Home Team, Atkinson's Mirror and Glass, Blind Appeal, Cloverdale Plumbing Company, Dodd Roofing and Exteriors, Nampa Floors and Interiors, RowPaint.com, Snake River Pool and Spa, and Bauscher Real Estate. The Broncos encourage all fans to support these proud partners and make them a part of your home team today. The Boise State Home Team, where local pride meets home improvement excellence. Project Filter is dedicated to supporting efforts for a smoke
and vape-free Idaho, where all people have access to clean, healthy air and a longer, healthier life. Visit projectfilter.org to learn how you can make a difference. 8:28 to go in the first half. The Rams have to use a timeout after Boise State has just put on a blitzing 12-0 run. They have turned a they have turned an 8. No, I'm looking at the numbers. They're behind. They were down 15-9 at one point.
Down 6, and now on that 12-0 run, they're up 23-18. Broncos now out-shooting Colorado State, 56% to 50%. And how about Al Cardenas, the senior? 8 points, 3 of 4 shooting, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists already. And we got 8:28 left in the first.
All right, I've got the numbers right. I forgot that one of them was behind, the other was ahead. It was 18-11 Colorado State, and it's now 23-18 Boise State ahead. Carmichael, Degenhart, Buchanan, Keene, and Cardenas. Clifford inbounds to Lake. Backcourt pressure by Boise State. At the head of the press is Cardenas. More of a token press just to kind of be a nuisance. Crocker Johnson to Lake. All the starters back in for the Rams after the timeout. Clifford on the drive. They're going to call a foul on Carmichael. No, they called the foul on... They called it on Buchanan.
Buchanan wasn't even in the play.
I thought it was Carmichael.
I thought it was Degenhart.
It stays Buchanan. Bemba inside, much bigger, thicker than Keene. Turns, shoots, powers his way in. Bemba with his first basket. That stops a 12-0 run. 23-20 Boise State. Cardenas missed a 3 there. Crocker Johnson rebounds, so the Rams now with a chance to string back-to-back baskets together.
A little bit of a heat check, but also no one picked them up. But a fast break stop 3 is one of the toughest shots that you can shoot.
Under 8 to go in the first half. Lakes into the paint. Gets the basket and the and one coming. This time the foul is on Carmichael, his second of the first half. Broncos with 4 team fouls. And Lake has had some kind of wild shots over the 2 games with Boise State. Lake now with 8.5. 23-22 the score, and he can tie the game with a free throw.
Well, the last 2 possessions, whoever got the ball with Carmichael up on top, whoever he was guarding just took him one-on-one, and they got a foul. They called it on Buchanan, and this is what they're talking about.
Are they going to want to change the foul?
Coach Medved for Colorado State was asking, like, that wasn't on Buchanan, and I'll be honest, it wasn't. He wasn't reaching in or anything. I think they were looking at Degenhart, but they called it on Buchanan, but they're not going to go review.
23 all the score. The Rams now on a 5-0 run. See what Boise State comes up with it as we roll past 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. Keene, Bowie to the foul line. Right corner to Stanley. Stanley dribbles into the paint. Stanley puts the ball on the floor, has it knocked away, and we have a foul instead of a held ball.
Foul on Stanley. Bemba was on the ground, and Stanley did just kind of jump right on top of him instead of going for the ball.
First foul, Stanley, and it's team foul number 5 for Boise State. So momentum now for Colorado State.
I was going to say a run now for the Rams, making their last couple buckets.
5 unanswered. Evans against Bowie. Evans still with the dribble. Hands it off to Clifford. Now to Lake between the rings. 15 to shoot. Lake gives it up to Evans. Evans defended by a much taller Stanley. Back it out to half court to Clifford. Crocker Johnson. Clifford, and he traveled. Caught it. Took a step before putting it on the floor. And a turnover for the Rams.
A jab step to the right, and then before he could bring his right foot over his pivot foot to go left, the pivot foot shuffled. He didn't like it.
4 turnovers, Colorado State, 3 for Boise State.
And you know what? Next year for Clifford, that won't be a travel.
In the pros, they look the other way. Degenhart to Meadow. 23 all the score. Second place, the 2 seed at stake tonight. Bowie, right side, dribbles into the paint, outside to Stanley. He'll take a three. It won't drop. Rebounding is Evans.
They're going to give Stanley that all game. I mean, a kick out to him for three. The Rams will live with that.
Boise State 3 out of 9 from 3. Colorado State 4 out of 6. Bemba and a reaching foul. I think Stanley, out of frustration, is going to pick up his second. He tried for a held ball to try to tie him up for a jump. Stanley with 2 fouls, team 6.
That's just too much reach. I mean, you just don't need to do that. Bemba's still far away from the hoop.
They're going to leave Stanley on the floor with 2 fouls. And Boise State's going to call a 30-second timeout. They'll use their use it or lose it first half timeout. Mountainland Supply is the exclusive supplier of the Comfort Maker HVAC in Idaho. Check out Mountainland Supply in Nampa, Burley, Idaho Falls, and Pocatello. Go online to mountainlandsupply.com. 6:19 remaining in the first half, tied at 23. Colorado State with just 2 fouls. The next foul from the Broncos will put the Rams into the bonus.
They might still look at that foul.
I don't believe, and they're looking at it right now, I don't believe the foul for sure was on Buchanan. You and I thought it was 2 different guys. I thought it was Carmichael. You thought it was Degenhart. Visit bankfirstfed.com to join Idaho's community bank of choice and enhance your financial well-being. So they changed it to Degenhart?
I think so. They did. They gave Degenhart the foul. And I don't know what the how long you could go back and look at it. I mean, it's been, 3 minutes or so?
But it is a correctable error and wouldn't affect anything that happened after.
Except that you got Buchanan with no fouls now and Degenhart with 1.
Coach Rice looks like he can hardly believe that was changed. Rams inbound, tie game, underneath to Bemba. Good passing, and Bemba with an easy layup. And Colorado State now leads 25-23. And after a 12-0 run for the Broncos, it's 7-0 for the Rams. Down to 6 minutes to go in the first half. Ugbo to Cardenas. Cardenas behind an Ugbo screen into the paint. Give it back to Ugbo. We got a Bemba foul. And that'll be his first, just the 3rd foul of the half on Colorado State. So the Broncos will inbound with 5:55 left in the first half.
Well, the Broncos with 16 fouls, so Colorado State will be in the bonus next time the Broncos foul.
Cardenas to Ugbo, right side to Degenhart. They've done a nice job keeping him quiet. Degenhart right side for 3. It's good. A Mountain America 3. Tyson Degenhart, 5 points. And he surges the Broncos back into the lead, 26-25.
Just a simple play. He handed off to Keene and then got a screen set by Ugbo, and the defender went under. Tyson just stayed right in one spot and hit the 3.
Bemba inside to Crocker Johnson. They'll get Meadow for the over-the-back foul. His first. Crowd doesn't like it. Rams will be in the bonus for the final 5:32 of the half. And they'll be shooting free throws to try to take the lead back.
And see, what's tough about that is that, yes, that looks like a foul, and it probably is, but you have to do your work before you allow your player to seal you all the way down into the paint. You got to be in better floor position so that can't happen.
Crocker Johnson, a transfer from Arkansas Little Rock last year there, 9 points, 5 rebounds in 33 starts. Makes the front half of the 1-1 to tie the game at 26. This season, Crocker Johnson averaging 9 points, 4.5 rebounds. Almost identical numbers to what he had at Little Rock.
I think there's a couple players on this Colorado State team that are doing more than expected. Evans averaging 12 in conference and Jalen Lake averaging 10. I don't know if they thought they were going to get that. And I think with Clifford, that's one of the reasons why they are only 4 losses in conference.
They were picked 7th. Of course, lost Isaiah Stevens last year. Missed free throw number 2. Meadow with the rebound. So it remains tied at 26. Cardenas, Degenhart, Meadow in the front court. Meadow with the dribble, left wing, defended by Clifford. Ugbo between the rings. Left side at Degenhart, just hit a 3. Degenhart defended by Morton. 10 to shoot. Cardenas got knocked down, no foul. Cardenas, Degenhart, 6 to shoot. Tyson to the left block, outside to Cardenas. Swing it to Meadow, right side. He'll hit a Mountain America three as the shot clock expires. Boise State up 29-26.
Nice ball movement as the shot clock winding down, and Meadow with a looping three that rattles in.
4:44 left first half. 29-26. Boise State now by 3. Clifford defended by Ugbo. Out to Evans between the rings. Left side, Morton drives. Cut off by Keene. Out front to Clifford into the paint. Little fade. 10-footer Clifford. Good. 9 for Clifford in the half. Boise State's lead down to 1.
He's tough. Mid-range jumpers and that elevation. He can just really get off the floor and get some space between him and his defender.
Degenhart, little left to the top of the key. Right wing to Cardenas. Back to Degenhart. Degenhart ball on the floor into the paint. They'll call the foul on the floor against the Rams. And the foul will go against Morton. It'll be his first. And that is just foul number 4 on Colorado State. Buchanan returns to the Bronco lineup for Ugbo. 4:12 left in the first half. Boise State ahead by 1, 29-28. Cardenas inbounds to Degenhart. Right corner of the foul line to Buchanan. Bounce pass Cardenas. Quick pass to Degenhart. Degenhart drives, gets to the baseline. Double team. Outside to Cardenas. Right side to Meadow. Meadow right corner to Keene. Missed the 3. Morton rebounds.
We take a look at the foul situation. It's 7-4. One reason the Broncos only have 4 fouls.
Bourne has the ball knocked away by Keene. Stolen by Keene.
I was going to say a lot of threes shot by the Broncos. 12 out of the 21 shots have been threes.
Cardenas into the paint, dribbles to the right side. Right corner to Buchanan. 3:35 left in the half. Boise State by 1. Top of the key, Degenhart for 3. Didn't want to drop ball, got knocked out of bounds. It'll go to Colorado State, and it'll bring us to our final first half media timeout. It's Boise State 29, Colorado State 28. If you're making a move at your home or office, make the smart move. Call Airvan, the official moving company of the Broncos. More to come on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield.
In America, the future belongs to everyone, so we built the vehicles of the future for everyone. Have your power of choice with Ford's lineup of gas, electric, or hybrid vehicles. Outperform the competition with America's best-selling trucks for 47 years, Ford F-Series. Take the road less traveled in a Ford SUV, perfect for the mountains, city, and everywhere in between. Or check out Ford's lineup of electric or hybrid vehicles, like the Ford Maverick, Mustang Mach-E, or F-150 Lightning. Inventory has arrived. Head to your local Ford stores today. Based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Bronco fans, this is Jeremiah Dickey. It's a new era of college athletics. The mission of the Horseshoe Collective, an official sponsor of Bronco Athletics, is to pair local charitable causes with student athletes who wish to use their name, image, and likeness to make a positive impact in our community. Supporting the mission of the Horseshoe Collective will have a direct impact on student athletes in the Treasure Valley. To make a donation or to find out how you or your business can get involved, head to thehorseshoecollective.com.
You can help advance medicine and get paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is seeking people of all ages for paid research studies near you. No health insurance is needed to join. Your participation could lead to life-changing discoveries in medicine. Don't wait. Help move science forward. Learn more at velocityclinicaltrials.com. That's velocityclinicaltrials.com.
What a first half. We've had 6 lead changes and 3 ties. Boise State 29, Colorado State 28, 3:27 to go in the first half. And Abe, this one has been as exciting as advertised.
It really has. The Broncos are at 50%. Colorado State is at 61%. The Rams have made 4 out of their last 4 shots. And the Broncos have attempted 22 shots, and 13 of those, so well over 50%, have been from 3. And a lot of those are off of double teams in the post. And it is good to shoot threes when there's a double team and a kick out. But when you're not shooting the 3 well, when there's a double team in the post, instead of readjusting along the 3-point line, cut to the paint. That might draw somebody and leave someone more open, or because there's a double team and they're down a man, you might just get a move going to the hoop.
For the Broncos, it'll be Buchanan, Degenhart, Meadow, Carmichael, and Cardenas. Lake, Morton, Crocker Johnson, Evans, and Clifford for the Rams. Right side, Evans. Evans back outside the arc, inside to Crocker Johnson, outside to Evans. Evans got by Buchanan, got to the rim for the layup. Evans with 7, and that puts the Rams in front again, 30-29.
Evans did a nice job of using the rim to avoid Buchanan, who was coming in for the block, and I think Buchanan's hand got caught in the net.
Degenhart. Cardenas top of the key, under 3 to go in the first half. Meadow, right corner, Degenhart. Degenhart dribbles around the arc, flipping on her hand pass to Cardenas, 8 to shoot. Cardenas lost the ball. It's stolen away by Lake to Evans. Rams with numbers. They've got a 3-on-2. Clifford down the lane, finger roll, layup good. Turnover leads to the easy basket, and Colorado State now by 3.
You don't see that too often. Cardenas just losing the ball out top beyond the three-point line.
Carmichael out front to Degenhart. He'll dribble to the left wing, hand it off to Cardenas. He'll take a 3 ball, little too strong. Offensive rebound, Meadow outside to Degenhart. He'll take a 3. That one swirled out. And with 2:10 left, the Rams with a 3-point lead through 32-29. Back up the floor. Clifford tries a 3 in transition, missed it. Cardenas with the rebound for Boise State, his 3rd. Cardenas behind a Degenhart screen, gets to the rim and takes it right over Crocker Johnson. Cardenas on the drive, give him 2, he's got 8. 32-31 Rams.
Tough shot, hard drive, a little contact, and then finished with his weak hand, the lefty.
Clifford, defended by Degenhart, tries a pass inside to Crocker Johnson, and Crocker Johnson would have needed to have been about 7'5" to catch the pass. It's into the crowd. Bemba checks back in for Crocker Johnson. So now the Broncos, trailing by 1, could get the lead back with a made basket. And 7 lead changes and 3 ties. Under 90 seconds to go in the first half. Carmichael between the rings to Buchanan. Buchanan, step back 3. That one's off the mark. Who's got the rebound? The Rams do. Clifford has it. Boise State continuing to take an awful lot of 3s tonight. Lake out near half court to Evans, to Clifford, back to Lake. Minute to go in the half. Clifford on the drive against Meadow, spins into the paint. Finger roll layup good. Clifford now with 5 2s and a 3 for 13 first half points, and the Rams lead by 3.
Clifford's good. I mean, he's tough off the dribble, and when he gets to the hoop, he has that vertical that he just puts his hand right by the basket to finish.
We have a foul away from the ball. It's going to be against Colorado State. Evans on the hold. His first foul, and that's a good foul for them. It's only the 5th foul of the half. They still have a foul to give without putting Boise State at the line. Cardenas inbounds to Buchanan. They get 20 to shoot. Buchanan to Meadow. Into the paint. Meadow takes the shot. Missed it. Degenhart got the rebound and got fouled on the putback. And Degenhart will get to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Clifford foul number 2. That's a big one. Degenhart this season, 3rd best in the conference, 79%. Has made 150 free throws this year.
He just has a knack to get to the line.
37 seconds left in the first half. And Degenhart's free throw is good. He'll get another one. 6 points for him in the first half, 34-32. Keene in for Buchanan. Ugbo in, Carmichael out.
Well, Bob, you thought this was how the game was going to go. You asked Coach Rice that if he thought this would be a little different than the first game, where it was really just one half it was the Rams, the other half it was the Broncos. This has really gone back and forth.
Probably going to get to the end the same way we did. It'll be tight. Degenhart's second free throw was missed. Long rebound to Bourne, and a rare miss leaves Colorado State ahead by 2. About a 5-second differential between the game and the shot clock. We'll see how far Colorado State wants to run it down. Evans step back 2 at the foul line, rattled out. 18 seconds left. Boise State, Degenhardt has the rebound, and now Boise State can play for either a tie or a lead with the last shot. 10 seconds left in the half. Degenhardt, Ugbo, 6 seconds. Ugbo still with the ball, hands it off to Cardenas with 2, with 1. Cardenas' floater is short, but it's tipped in by Ugbo. Ugbo will tie the game at the half. The Cardenas missed. Volleyball tapped in by Ugbo, and we're tied at 34.
Just hanging around the hoop at the end of the clock, get a hand on it, and a nice controlled tip by Emmanuel Ugbo.
So we are exactly where we started when the game began. We are tied. 34 for Boise State, 34 for Colorado State. Stay tuned to our halftime show coming up next on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Looking to buy quality used trucks, trailers, equipment, or attachments? Look no further than Boise West Equipment. At Boise West Equipment, we sell all makes and models for your needs. Spring, summer, winter, or fall, no matter the season, we've got it all. We're your local trusted source for all your heavy equipment needs. Visit us Monday through Friday right along the freeway in Boise. Remember, at Boise West Equipment, we have one or we'll find one. Come see us today and go Broncos.
From tip-off to final buzzer beater, show your die-hard passion for your Boise State Broncos all season long with your favorite blue and orange gear from Shields. Bring your best this year, whether you're cheering from the Extra Mile Arena or from your living room with your favorite jerseys, hats, collectibles, and Bronco-branded gear from the Shields Fan Shop. Visit us at your local Shields or Shields.com, and let's cheer on the Broncos. Shields, proud partner of Boise State Athletics and basketball fans everywhere.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
On the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield, this is the Bronco Halftime Show.
It's March, and that means madness. And the best defense isn't just on the court. It's in your health playbook. With immunizations, you can slam dunk sickness and stay in the game. Don't let illness bench you this season. Get immunized today. Visit IdahoImmunizationCoalition.org for resource allocation. All right, what a first half. Tied at 34. We've had 7 lead changes and now 4 ties. Boise State would score first. 2 of the 3 seniors would combine. Alvaro Cardenas and Omar Stanley. An offensive rebound by Degenhardt. Fresh 20.
Getting the first bucket here will be big. Kind of settle everybody down a little bit.
Underneath pass, Cardenas, Omar Stanley with a dunk. And Boise State opens play with a dunk for Stanley and a 2-0 lead. Colorado State got control early. They had a 15-9 lead. Al Cardenas is Boise State's leading scorer in the first half with 10. He got the game back to within 4. Al behind the back dribble gets to the foul line, elevates, shoots, and scores. Cardenas with a foul line jumper for his first basket. It's now the Rams 15 and the Broncos 11.
That's a tougher shot than it looks. Dribbling in traffic and then quick off of a dribble straight up into your jumper and knock it down.
Colorado State made a 3. They did pretty well from 3. They were 4 of 7 in the first half. But with an 18-11 lead, Boise State went on a 12-0 run. And this is how it was capped and put the Broncos up by 5. And the Broncos back on the attack as they are surging here in the first half. Cardenas step back 3, got it! Alvaro Cardenas with another three. He's got 6 points, 23-18, 12-0 run Boise State, and the Rams want a timeout.
The best transfer that I've ever seen the Broncos get. 8 points, already 3 assists for Al Cardenas.
Colorado State then went on a 7-0 run. They took a 25-23 lead, but Tyson Degenhart put the Broncos back on top. They've done a nice job keeping him quiet. Degenhart right side for three. It's good. A Mountain America three. Tyson Degenhart, 5 points, and he surges the Broncos back into the lead. Game goes back and forth. As we come to the end of the first half, the Rams had a 34-32 lead, and Boise State would wipe it out at the end. Ugbo still with the ball, hands it off to Cardenas with 2, with 1. Cardenas' floater is short, but it's tipped in by Ugbo. Ugbo will tie the game at the half. The Cardenas missed. Volleyball tapped in by Ugbo, and we're tied at 34. And that's the way the first half ended. Boise State 34 and Colorado State 34. Abe Jackson is going to have the stats when we come back. What a wild first half. Second half to come on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. Get your head in the game and out of the checkout line with Albertsons Drive Up and Go. Place an order online and our team will select the freshest ingredients, crunchiest snacks, and coolest refreshments so you have everything you need for game day. When you pull up for the play, we'll send out our team for the handoff so you can make a break for the end zone. Albertsons is the official grocer and tailgate headquarters of Bronco Athletics. Just download our new Albertsons for You deals and delivery app, place your order, and drive up and go Broncos.
Hi, it's Andrew Meadow from Boise State Men's Basketball. Mighty Dog Roofing's exclusive white paw service. It's not a concept, it's a promise. A vow to guard your outdoor treasures from debris and dust after their awesome roof work.
And the net result? Mighty Dog Roofing has been voted the best of Boise. Rapid response roofing that minimizes the mess.
Get the white paw treatment from Mighty Dog Roofing. Visit MightyDogRoofing.com.
They are the best of Boise.
Are you looking for fresh, delicious food? At Costa Vida, we prepare everything in-store daily, using only the freshest ingredients, never frozen. Are you hungry now? Enjoy Costa Vida your way. Dine in, swing by our drive-thru, order online, or have us cater your next event. Fresh flavors, made from scratch every day. That's Costa Vida, fresh Mexican grill.
My name is JJ. I grew up in Glens Ferry area, and we're out here barbecuing, going hiking. The dangers of rural roads is just how isolated you can be, being away from town and maybe not having great cell service. So if something happens, you can't get an Uber. I think if you're planning on drinking, plan ahead, getting a designated driver, and just making sure that you have a way home safely. Stay safe, Idaho.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Boise State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
7:20 left in halftime, and it's a tie ball game. Broncos 34, Rams 34. The Rams ended that half on a 7 out of their last 9. They shot 61%. The Broncos shot 45%. They were 13 out of 29. Colorado State 14 of 23. 31% for Boise State behind the arc, 5 out of 16. 57% for Colorado State, 4 out of 7. From the line, not a lot of attempts from either team. 75% for the Broncos, 3 out of 4. 67%, 2 out of 3 for Colorado State. Rebounds, Broncos have the edge. 14-11 turnovers. Colorado State with 6, Boise State with 4. But Colorado State's done more with the turnovers. 7 points off of the Broncos' turnovers. Only 4 points off of 6 turnovers for Colorado State. Points in the paint, 18-14. Rams with the edge. Individually, one player in double digits. That's Al Cardenas. He's 10 points, 4 of 8 shooting. 3 rebounds and 4 assists. Tyson Degenhart with 6 points on 2 of 4 shooting and 4 rebounds. Andrew Meadows, 7 points with 4 rebounds. For Colorado State, it's really been about 1, maybe 2 players. Meek Clifford, the NBA prospect, 13 points, 6 of 9 shooting, couple rebounds. He also has 2 personal fouls. And Jalen Lake, the player who hit the winning three-pointer is almost time expired in Fort Collins in the first meeting, has 9 points on 3 of 6 shooting. Tied here at half, 34 apiece. Those halftime stats are brought to you by Bud Light, an official sponsor of Bronco Athletics, reminding you to enjoy responsibly. Another break here at half, tie ball game on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield.
Get ready for a rate with a view. For a limited time, Mountain America Credit Union has auto loans as low as 5.74% APR. Explore serene valleys, roaring waterfalls, and relaxing beaches, all while enjoying a low monthly payment. Apply for your Mountain America auto loan featuring a 5.74 rate. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply. Loans on approved credit. Limited time offer. Offer can change or be withdrawn at any time. Offer ends March 31st, 2025.
St. Luke's and Boise State are partners in education and health. Through scholarships and internships for students, support for programs and faculty, and collaboration on health-related research. Together, we're preparing tomorrow's healthcare professionals and investing in the people and programs that build healthy, livable, caring communities. St. Luke's and Boise State, proud to be blue.
Looking for affordable storage? Look no further. Storage Self-Storage is family-owned and operated and the official self-storage partner of the Broncos. Whether it's storing personal treasures, holiday decorations, cleaning out your garage, storing your boat or RV, or even storing your entire household for the big move, we've got you covered at any of our 19 convenient locations serving the entire Treasure Valley, Donley, and McCaw. Hop online at store.com because since 1972, we've been able to store it for you.
The game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Boise State, Colorado State tied at 34 at halftime. And this week's Ford Student Athlete of the Week is Sophia Knight from the softball team. She was named number 15 among outfielders in Softball America Power Position Rankings. She leads the NCAA in hits and has a school record 23-game hitting streak. Boise State softball takes on Utah tomorrow at noon at Donna Larson Park. There's never been a better time to get a great deal on a Ford truck or SUV than at your Idaho Ford stores. Ford, the official truck of the Broncos. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is Bronco Basketball. Ski season is in full swing at Tamarack Resort. Fresh snow is still falling, so there is no better time than to head to Tamarack than now. Come on up and experience Idaho's natural beauty at North America's premier ski, golf, and lake resort. Go to TamarakIdaho.com to book your Tamarack experience today. We'll take a time out, be back to start the second half. Boise State, Colorado State, even at 34 on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield.
Are you looking for fresh, delicious food? At Costa Vida, we prepare everything in store daily, using only the freshest ingredients, never frozen. Are you hungry now? Enjoy Costa Vida your way. Dine in, swing by our drive-thru, order online, or have us cater your next event. Fresh flavors, made from scratch every day. That's Costa Vida, fresh Mexican grill. The Broncos are proud to present these preferred local partners in the home service industry as members of the Boise State Home Team, Atkinson's Mirror and Glass, Blind Appeal, Cloverdale Plumbing Company, Dodd Roofing and Exteriors, Nampa Floors and Interiors, RowPaint.com, Snake River Pool and Spa, and Bauscher Real Estate. The Broncos encourage all fans to support these proud partners and make them a part of your home team today. The Boise State Home Team, where local pride meets home improvement excellence.
My name is JJ. I grew up in Glens Ferry area, and we're out here barbecuing, going hiking. The dangers of rural roads is just how isolated you can be, being away from town and maybe not having great cell service. So if something happens, you can't get an Uber. I think if you're planning on drinking, plan ahead, getting a designated driver, and just making sure that you have a way home safely. Stay safe, Idaho.
Planning an event? Make it unforgettable with Event Rent, an official partner of the Broncos. From weddings and graduations to corporate events, we have everything you need to make your special occasion shine. Choose from our vast selection of brand new rental items, tents, premium linens, tables, chairs, and more, all backed by our friendly professional service. Whether it's a big celebration or an intimate gathering, Event Rent is Idaho's #1 choice for all your event needs. Event Rent, where every event is a winning event. Visit us today at idahoeventrent.com.
Tied at 34, Boise State, Colorado State. The Broncos have been only tied one time this season at halftime. It was in the championship game at the Caymans. Boston College was able to prevail that night.
The first of three last-second three-pointers this year that have gotten the best of the Broncos, that Boston College shot. But here, 34 apiece, and it's just been runs by each team. Colorado State got off to a hot start, and then the Broncos went on a 11-0 or a 12-0 run to get back into it, and then Colorado State ended up making 4 out of their last 5 shots, and they shot 61%. The Broncos 45%. I think the Broncos need to find a way to not shoot as many threes. 16 out of 29 attempts have been from 3.
Broncos got the tip in at the end of the first half. They'll get the start of the second half with the basketball. Original starters for both teams. Cardenas left side. Degenhart sets a pick. Cardenas dribbles to the top of the key. Left wing to Stanley. Out front again to Cardenas. Down to 10 to shoot. Cardenas with the dribble. Cardenas to Degenhart. 6 to shoot. Degenhart with the ball to the left block. Down to 4. Degenhart dribbles. Takes a fade. Goes into Crocker Johnson. And that is Tyson Degenhart at his best, as he lets the shot clock run down, lets the player get off his feet, and takes the foul.
Well, that was a play to get the foul, and then hopefully you make the and one, which just rattled off. But the hard shot fake late in the shot clock, it's tough for someone to stay on their feet, even when there's 10 seconds left, let alone 1 or 2.
Tyson's so good at getting to the free throw line. Was 1 for 2 at the foul line in the first half. At 27 last time these teams got together, and makes the first one. And that'll give the Broncos the lead again at the beginning of the second half, 35-34.
In Fort Collins, it was the second half where Tyson just went off and almost single-handedly on a stretch got the Broncos back in that game.
Degenhart makes both free throws. It's now 36-34 Boise State. Pressure in backcourt. Stanley is at the head of the press. Rams break it across. Clifford with a big first half, had 13 to lead all scorers. Bemba to Evans. Crocker Johnson. Right side to Clifford. Between the rings to Lake, 10 to shoot. Lake against Carmichael. Lake into the paint. He'll take a fade over Carmichael. It rattled out. Meadow with the rebound. And the foul will go against Crocker Johnson, his second of the half.
Back-to-back possessions by Crocker Johnson, one defensively and then one battling Andrew Meadow for a rebound. Good seal by Meadow. Crocker Johnson had to go through Andrew to try and get the ball and picked up the foul.
Colorado State now with pressure in backcourt. Lake against Cardenas. Al breaks it across half court. We played a minute in the second half. Boise State has a 2-point lead. Stanley down the left side of the lane, left corner Cardenas. He'll shoot a 3. It doesn't drop. Rebound though, Degenhart. Fresh 20 for the Broncos. Meadow on the drive, and the foul on Clifford. That could be number 3. And it is. Neek Clifford with 3 fouls. And the Rams with 3 quick fouls in the second half.
Well, the Broncos not getting to the bonus in the first half, a little bit of an anomaly, the way that this team can really get to the foul line. And so far, 3 fouls on Colorado State. First free throw good, 37-34, Broncos with the lead.
And you know what I like? You're getting the good free throw shooters to the line. Meadow is going to take free throw number 4. Degenhardt takes 4. And both of those guys are around 80%.
What I also like is that Nick Clifford has 3 fouls. And we got 18:40 left to play.
And they have left him on the floor. Broncos now by 4, 38-34. And Clifford is just going to blow by the Bronco defense for a dunk. He has 15 in the game. 38-36 Boise State.
Oh, it was a drive by Clifford, but Bemba kept Degenhardt off with a seal to keep him from going to help.
Broncos by 2. Degenhardt to Meadow. Meadow into the paint. Meadow, underhand shot. Oh, it looked like it was going to be an and 1, but Meadow will get 2 more free throws. The foul on Bemba, his second. Rams now with 4 fouls in half number 2.
Oh, and you know the conversation at halftime was, guys, we have to start being more aggressive going toward the hoop. In the first half, 16 out of our 29 shots were from 3. That can't be what we do. That's not us as a team.
Meadow back to the line, and Meadow, he's a machine. 85% on the season, 39-36 Broncos. Crocker Johnson is out. Morton back in for the Rams. Morton, a transfer from Purdue. Played at Purdue for 4 seasons. And Meadow with the second free throw as well. Meadow 6 for 6 at the foul line. 40-36, Boise State by 4. Nearly played 2 minutes in the second half. Lake to Clifford. Morton. Right side to Evans, back to Morton, trying to drive on Degenhardt. Pass it back out to Lake and out of Evans into the paint. Ball knocked away by Meadow, scooped up by Carmichael. 2-on-1. Carmichael missed the layup, but his teammate Meadow is there to pop it home. 42-36 Boise State.
The 2-on-1, and Clifford didn't really stop Carmichael, so I don't mind that shot, but then no one was there except Meadow for the putback.
Broncos have surged into the lead by 6. Lake out front. Left side, Clifford. Clifford slashes into the paint, underhand pass to Morton. His shot is blocked by Stanley. What a huge block. Feed it ahead to Carmichael, glides to the glass and scores. Timeout, Colorado State. It all started with an Omar Stanley block, finishes with a Carmichael finger roll layup, and the Broncos have their largest lead of the game at 8. Let's take timeout. 17-16 to go. 44-36 Broncos on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hi, Dan Atkinson here from Atkinson's Mirror and Glass. People ask me about the mirror part of our business. Well, it's still huge. Custom cut mirrors, people love them, plus shower doors and custom enclosures. Atkinson's is the place for quality glass, including mirrors. Take it from our friend Omar.
This is Omar Stanley from Boise State Men's Basketball. On the court, I clean the glass and I protect the glass. And I love the team at Atkinson's Mirror and Glass, a legacy Idaho business since 1951.
Visit AtkinsonsMirrorandGlass.com.
In America, the future belongs to everyone, so we built the vehicles of the future for everyone. Have your power of choice with Ford's lineup of gas, electric, or hybrid vehicles. Outperform the competition with America's best-selling trucks for 47 years, Ford F-Series. Take the road less traveled in a Ford SUV, perfect for the mountains, city, and everywhere in between. Or check out Ford's lineup of electric or hybrid vehicles, like the Ford Maverick, Mustang Mach-E, or F-150 Lightning. Inventory has arrived. Head to your local Ford stores today. Based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Omar Stanley just had the game's first Atkinson Mirror and Glass block shot. ends up on a fast break for Pearson Carmichael. There's also never been a better time to get a great deal on a Ford truck or SUV than at your Idaho Ford stores. Ford, the official truck of the Broncos. Boise State on a 6-0 run and is up 8, 44-36, 17-16 to go.
Offense starts with defense, and one of the best blocks of the season. Omar Stanley at the rim blocks Morton, and then that leads to a fast break bucket from Carmichael and the timeout from Colorado State. We saw a run like this in the first half, though, when Colorado State answered. Hopefully the Broncos can keep the pressure on here with 7:16 left.
Broncos had a 12-0 run. Colorado State called a timeout. They went on a 7-0 run. Rams tried to stop the bleeding there with a 6-0 Bronco run using a timeout, so they have just 2 timeouts left. Boise State has 3 left. And in the foul situation, 4 in the second half already against Colorado State. No fouls against the Broncos. Broncos at home this season, 13-1. Rams not bad on the road at 6-4. Clifford inbounds to Bemba. A little token pressure in the backcourt by the Broncos. 17-10 now left in the game. Evans to Morton. Right side to Lake. Lake had a couple of big shots in the first half. Clifford, deep 3, hits it. 5.5, 18 in the game, 44-39, and that'll stop the mini 6-0 run.
He's tough. You get caught up on some screens, he can go by you, so you got to give him some space. Then he hits the 3.
Cardenas to Stanley. Give it right back to Cardenas. Cardenas to the foul line. Left baseline to Meadow. Meadow drives. Meadow over the head layup. Good. He's fouled and it counts. Meadow coming up huge for the Broncos. 46-39 Boise State. He in his last 4 games, Abe, is averaging 19.3 points a game.
And that is a perfect example of the difference of a second half to the first half. In the first half, Meadow was staying back at that 3-point line, and this time he just cuts to the hoop, catches it, gets the foul and the bucket. The Broncos back up 47-39.
Meadow now in this ball game, 16 points. That leads Boise State. Whistle and a foul. Is it on Cardenas? It is. That will be number 2 for him. Just the first foul of the second half. Meadow, 4 of 8 shooting, 7 of 7 at the foul line, and 5 rebounds. Clifford will inbound to Meadow, with Meadow pressing the pass. Top of the key to Bemba. Left block to Clifford. Meadow defending. Cardenas trying to double down. They kick it out to Evans. Evans slashes into the paint. Challenged by Degenhart, but Evans gets the layup over him. 9 in the game for Evans. 47-41 Broncos. Degenhart to Carmichael. Degenhart out front. In the paint to Stanley. Underneath Bemba. Stanley to the basket. It's good. He's got 4. And the Broncos lead again by 8.
Colorado State wanting a 3-second call on Stanley. He was in there a while, but once he caught the ball and made a quick move, I think if he dribbled a couple times, he might have gotten the call.
Evans puts the ball off the glass, trying to lob it up for Bemba. Rebound. Scrounge for and controlled by Degenhart. Broncos by 8. We'll get immediate timeout at the next dead ball. Cardenas, foul line, stumbles, keeps his balance. Inside to Stanley, working against Bemba. Turns, shoots. Oh, it popped out. But Stanley will be at the line to shoot a pair. Bemba with the foul. That'll be the 5th on the Rams.
Stanley's working hard inside on those post-ups. Got a bucket and now going to get a couple free throws.
We'll take a break. 15:33 remaining in the game. Broncos up 8, 49-41 on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield.
Planning an event? Make it unforgettable with Event Rent, an official partner of the Broncos. From weddings and graduations to corporate events, we have everything you need to make your special occasion shine. Choose from our vast selection of brand new rental items, tents, premium linens, tables, chairs, and more, all backed by our friendly professional service. Whether it's a big celebration or an intimate gathering, Event Rent is Idaho's #1 choice for all your event needs. Event Rent, where every event is a winning event. Visit us today at idahoeventrent.com.
Attention Boise State fans. Mountain Land Supply is your go-to for all things HVAC, plumbing, waterworks, landscape irrigation, tools and safety, and is a proud Boise State University basketball supporter. Ask your HVAC specialist about our top-of-the-line Comfort Maker products exclusively at our new Nampa HVAC store. Whether you're upgrading your home comfort with a furnace this winter or air conditioning for summer, we've got you covered. Ask your HVAC dealer about Mountain Land Supply, where comfort meets community. And go Broncos! It's that time of year when people start thinking about industrial refrigeration. Not. Folks around here are excited about Boise State basketball. APCO is proud to sponsor the Broncos. Their players and coaches hold themselves to exceptionally high standards, just like our team members do. For us, that means meeting the Western United States industrial refrigeration needs with unmatched expertise in system design, installation, training, service, and compliance. Visit apcco.net today, and let's go Broncos.
Double R Ranch is an exceptional quality premium beef brand from the heart of the Northwest and a proud partner of the Broncos. Whether you're watching Double R Vision at Extra Mile Arena or grilling a premium steak at home, we're proud to be part of your game day experience. Boise State 49, Colorado State 41. The Broncos have outscored them 15-7 in the second half.
Tell me how many times we've told this story. The Broncos shooting 49%, not too bad. 29% from three, not great. But they have a solid lead. Why? They're getting to the line. In this half, both teams have shot the ball 6 times. The Broncos have made one more field goal. They've made 4. Colorado State has made 3. But the Broncos have made 7 for 7 from the line and have a chance for 2 more here with Stanley.
Broncos, when they shoot 45% or better, Abe, are 16-2 on the season.
You shoot 45% or better, and you get all those points that they can get from the line in a game, and you're going to get a lot of wins.
If you told me Colorado State would be shooting 59% at this point in the game, I would have thought they'd be ahead by 6 or 8.
And 63 from 3.
Stanley to shoot 2 free throws. The first one is good. Stanley a 67%er on the season. The Broncos get to 50 and have a 9-point lead. That is their largest of the game. Stanley for a 10-point advantage. Rimmed out, Clifford with the rebound. Clifford's numbers, 18 points on 8 of 11 shooting. That is his 3rd rebound in the game. Johnson into the game for Colorado State. First time he's played. Morton, Clifford. Clifford didn't take the shot. Evans, left block. They try to get it inside to Johnson. Stanley knocked the pass away. And now Colorado State, as the ball goes out of bounds, only has 9 seconds to shoot. Inbounding in the corner will be Evans. Keene in the game now, pressing the pass. Into Johnson, hand it back to Evans. Evans to the foul line, into the paint, stops, picks up his dribble, trying to do something with it, and he traveled. He got trapped in the middle of the paint. I thought they could have given him a 3-second call, but instead they call travel.
How you don't get the ball to Nick Clifford if you're Colorado State when there's under 10 seconds on a shot clock, beyond me. Colorado State turns it over, the 8th turnover. Broncos not doing much with it, though. 6 points off of 8 Colorado State turnovers. Colorado State 7 points off of only 4 for the Broncos.
Cardenas pressed in the backcourt by Lake. 15 minutes to go. Boise State with a 9-point lead. Keene to Stanley. Hands it off to Cardenas. 15 to shoot. Cardenas defended tightly by Lake. Now Johnson for a double team. Cardenas pass deflected away. Colorado State with a steal. Ball in the hands of Clifford. Flip it to Evans. Back to Clifford. Drives baseline left side. Challenged by Stanley. They'll get Stanley for the foul. It'll be his 3rd. Crowd does not like it. They thought he got all ball. Second foul of the half against the Broncos. Clifford to the free throw line for the first time. How about this about Clifford? 17.5 points, 9.5 rebounds, 4 assists. Those numbers as a package have only been done 25 times in college basketball as Clifford makes the first free throw. He's got 19 in the game.
Oh, that's why there's 7 NBA scouts here.
All right. Others of the 25 Oscar Robertson did it once. Larry Bird did it twice. Jerry West and Bill Walton are on that list as well.
And Nick Clifford. He's a really good player, but those names that you just rattled off, those are all-timers.
50-43. Boise State's lead is cut back to 7. I'd like my name on that list with those guys, wouldn't you, Abe?
I'd take it.
Yeah. Buchanan is in for the Broncos.
Colorado State in a zone for the first time.
Broncos in the middle of the zone to Buchanan, left corner to Meadow. Buchanan's pass deflected by Evans, stolen by Clifford. Clifford will go in, and they'll give him the layup. Clifford now with 9.5 has 22 points in the game. 50-45.
He's got to be strong with the ball. There's a lot of active hands when it comes to a zone.
20 points now for the 15th time this season. Buchanan in the paint, outside to Keene. Boise State's lead at one point was 10. It's down to 5. Buchanan missed the free throw. Keene tips the rebound to Buchanan. Fresh 20. Cardenas floater in the lane short. Cardenas got his own miss. Turns and shoots. And that one danced on the rim and fell in. Cardenas, first basket of the second half. He's got a dozen. 52-45.
Danced on the rim, then took a dramatic pause and finally fell in.
Clifford out front for 3. He's got 25. His third 3 of the game, 52-48. Rams within 4. Boise State's made 5 of its last 7 shots. Colorado State's made 4 of its last 5. Cardenas, right corner to Meadow. Dribbles back to the angle. Right corner to Degenhardt. Out front to Cardenas. 8 to shoot to Keene. To Cardenas again. 6 to shoot. Cardenas behind a Degenhardt screen, 4 to shoot. Cardenas will take a shot back of the foul line. Missed the shot. Morton with the rebound. And Colorado State only down 4. Broncos led by as many as, I thought it was 10, but they say 9 on the scoreboard.
It's got to be guarding Nick Clifford. He's had the last few buckets for Colorado State.
Evans into the paint underneath. Whistle, is it a foul on Keene?
Yep.
And that'll be RJ's first foul of the game. Crocker Johnson will come back into the game. Just the third foul of the half against Boise State.
One of those fouls that you can't really help. There was a loose ball underneath. The Colorado State player, I think Evans got to it a second before Keene did while he was reaching, and then the arms just got entangled.
52-48. Broncos in front. Evans inbounds to Clifford, little left to the top of the key, spins into the lane, draws the foul, and gets the and one, and this could be a one-point game. 52-50.
Well, this has been all Clifford. No one else has done anything for Colorado State in this half. He's hit a 3. He had a fast break. He got a bucket there. He's going to have a chance for an and one.
27 for Clifford. He's made 11 of 14 shots. Nobody else for the Rams with more than 9. Foul goes on Keene, his second. Broncos have 4 team fouls. Boy, he has really flourished since coming to Colorado State after 3 years at Colorado. From Colorado Springs, and made the free throw. And it's a one-point game. Coach Rice wants a timeout. 52-51 for Boise State. Broncos led by as many as 9. The Rams are now on a 10-2 run. We'll take a break. 12:28 to go. Broncos by 1 on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield.
If you know your party's extension, press or say 1. To leave a message in our company mailbox, press or say 2. Spoiler alert, it will be full.
Representative.
Would you speak to your mother in that tone?
Speak to a real human being.
You shouldn't need to shout into the void to get your health insurance questions answered.
Pacific Source Health Plans. This is a real person. How can I help you?
Human service, not automated phone trees. Pacific Source Health Plans.
Bronco Nation, Ideal, Idaho's education savings program, is a proud partner of Boise State Athletics and an ideal way to save for college. Did you know that it only takes $25 to start an Ideal 529 savings account and you get tax benefits? There is no better time than today to start saving for college expenses for you or your loved one. Information and a full disclosure statement, including risks, terms, and conditions, can be found online. Please read carefully before investing. idsaves.org. Go save for college and go Broncos.
As an agriculture company rooted in our connection to food, farming, and the land, we are always looking for new ways to carry forward the Simplot legacy of bringing Earth's resources to life. The world of agriculture is much different from nearly a century ago when our founder, J.R. Simplot, started the company. But one constant remains: the land we cultivate. Whether we're mining and manufacturing plant nutrients, feeding cattle, or growing and producing food, we are stewards of the land, securing a bountiful future for generations to come.
Ideal is Idaho's 529 college savings plan. They asked, did you know that it only takes $25 to start an Ideal 529 savings account and you get tax benefits? Information and a full disclosure statement, including risk, terms, and conditions, can be found online. Please read carefully before investing. idsaves.org. Back and forth this game goes. 52-51, Boise State in front. We've had 8 lead changes and 4 ties in this one.
Well, for Colorado State, it's been all Nick Clifford. 28 points, 11 of 14 shooting, 3 of 5 from 3, 3 rebounds. And for Boise State, Andrew Meadow with 16 points on 4 of 8 shooting. Cardenas 12 on 5 of 12. But overall, Broncos shooting 46, Colorado State shooting 63%. The Rams on a 6-0 run. And it's really been the free throw line. 8 points, 8 out of 9 from the line for the Broncos here in this half. 3 points for Colorado State from the line.
I think Colorado State's done a nice job on Degenhart tonight. They've only let him take 4 shots.
They have 8 points on 4 shots. He does have 7 rebounds. And they saw what he did to him in Fort Collins. Now the Rams did get that win, but Degenhart had a huge second half.
Broncos by 1 with the ball. Cardenas, Keene, Meadow, Buchanan, and Degenhart on the floor. Lake Bourne, Clifford, Morton, and Crocker Johnson. Degenhart posting up. They double team him. Outside to Buchanan. Open look for 3. Just a little bit short. Rebound Buchanan himself. Outside to Degenhart. And the Broncos with a fresh 20. Meadow to Cardenas. 12 minutes to go in the game. Meadow. Long 3. Ring it up for Andrew Meadow. His second 3 of the game. It's the 14th time this year he's had multiple Mountain America 3s in a game. 55-51 Boise State.
And that wasn't needed because Colorado State was on a run. Cut it to 1. Now the Broncos back up 4.
Clifford, top of the key. Right side to Bourne. He'll take a 3 off the rim. No good. Keene rebounds. Broncos hurrying into the front court. Keene to the trailer. Meadow in transition. Deep 3's got another. Meadow makes it 58-51. Back-to-back 3s for Meadow. He's got 22. His last 4 games, he's averaging better than 19.
Great dump off from Keene on the fast break, and Meadow back-to-back 3s.
11-11 to go. Whistle.
I think Meadow just picked up a foul there.
Second foul for Meadow. 5th on Boise State. The lead quickly on the back-to-back triples for Meadow. Balloons to 7. Ugbo in now for Buchanan. Clifford inbounds. Lake, give it back to Clifford. Elevates, missed the shot. Degenhart with a rebound. His 8th. Cardenas up the floor. Broncos trying to extend a 6-0 run. Whistle and a foul on the Rams.
That's going to be the 7th on Colorado State. Send Cardenas to the line for a 1-and-1. Over 11 minutes left, and the Broncos will be shooting free throws. Might make for a long game, but the way this Broncos team can shoot free throws, it might make for some high scoring, too.
Who's at the free throw line? Cardenas. 1-and-1, if I'm not mistaken. He's a 75% shooter on the season. Alvaro tonight, 10 points in the first half, 2 in the second, now 3 in the second. 59-51. If Boise State and Cardenas make this free throw, they'll have a 9-point lead again. which is the high water mark of the evening. Cardenas makes them both. Gotta love a good free throw shooting team. This is the record setting.
Yes, you do.
Boise State 77% coming into this game. Right now, that would be a school record. 60-51, under 11 to go. Clifford, whistle, and an offensive foul. Crocker Johnson busts through a screen, and he'll be called for the foul.
Boy, Andrew Meadow just completely blew him up, but I think it's because Crocker Johnson stepped into the screen.
So Boise State gets the ball and could take the lead to double figures. Nico Medved is hot over there on the Colorado State bench.
Well, from our angle here, I couldn't see the screen moving. I just saw Andrew Meadow fly right through it. But Crocker Johnson must have shifted into that.
Meadow left wing between the circles to Cardenas. He'll dribble behind a Degenhardt screen. Meadow, Degenhardt in the paint. Degenhardt, double team, triple team. They're going to call him for a travel as he was trying to get a shot off. Every time Degenhardt touches the ball, there is a pack around him.
They collapse on him, especially if he has a multiple dribble move. If it's a one dribble move, he might be able to get to the hoop before the double team gets there. But if he takes a couple dribbles, he's going to have 2 or 3 Rams on him.
10:23 left in the game. Broncos by 9, Rams with the ball. Morton right side, defended by Degenhardt. Middle of the floor to Crocker Johnson. Over to Bourne. Lake, open look, fires a quick 3 off the face of the rim. No good. Rebound, bounces around, and it's scarfed up by Cardenas. He'll dribble into the front court. He'll take a 3. It rattled out. Ugbo tips the rebound, but Bourne has it. Bourne is going to go in, challenged by Keene, and that's a bad foul. Bourne will get an and one. First basket of the game, and Bourne's a 93% free throw shooter.
Well, Keene was in one of those positions where you have to make a decision. You either have to go really hard and attack and try and just take away the shot at the rim, and yeah, you probably get a foul, or you just step back and let him have the lane. But this time, he just kind of got mixed up in between.
And what are they looking at? Whether it's flagrant? Vern Harris is over at the scorer's table.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it didn't look like it, or it didn't look like it from the replay either. I don't know if there was maybe a follow-through arm.
St. Luke's and Boise State are proud to be blue, together partners in healthcare education, research, and community health. You can learn more at stlukesonline.org. 60-53, Broncos up by 7. They've led by as many as 9 on a couple of occasions.
It was a clock issue. They were looking at the time on the clock, and they changed it. I don't know what it was before, but they moved it to 9:56.
So we're just a shade under halfway through the second half. Boise State 60, Colorado State 53. The Rams will get a free throw with Bowen Bourne, who was a transfer from Northern Iowa, played there 4 years, was a 3-year starter. He earned Missouri Valley Freshman of the Year, and then last year was 6th Man of the Year at Northern Iowa. And makes the free throw. He's 93% on the season. He's now 27 of 29 shooting free throws. 60-54, the lead is 6. Colorado State with some pressure in backcourt as Williams checks in for Bourne. Cardenas in the front court, 2-handed pass to Meadow on the right side. Degenhardt between the rings to Carmichael. Carmichael with the ball, picks up the dribble, left corner pass, a little bit looping, and it's intercepted by Clifford.
When you could just see that one, Clifford just baited him into shooting that, or to passing that one.
Clifford in the paint, kick it outside to Evans. 3 ball is an air ball, but it's caught underneath by Morton. They reload to Williams, open look, he missed the 3. Going for the rebound, Degenhardt will get it, and they're going to call a foul, I think, on Tyson for the hold, and Coach Rice is hot. Degenhardt with foul number 2.
2 misses from 3. One was kept alive by an offensive rebound. That looked like a little bit of a flop. But he had his arm out a little, and you take a dive, you might get the call.
Williams will come to the line for a 1-and-1. Not an overly good free throw shooter at 64%. Colorado State, though, is a team excellent. They're number 1 as a team percentage-wise in the conference. Williams makes the free throw his first point of the night. Colorado State now within 5 at 60-55 with 9:23 to go. Made them both. 60-56. It's a 4-point game. Boise State tonight is led for 17 minutes. Colorado State is led for just a shade under 10.
Stanley up off the bench, get ready to check in. He has 3 fouls.
Meadow, right side to Carmichael. Cardenas, foul line to Degenhart, left corner Meadow, catch, shoot, 3-ball, rimmed out. Degenhart, offensive rebound, 1 dribble, goes up and scores. Degenhart, first basket of the second half, stretches the lead to 6.
Rebound in traffic, finish in traffic, classic Tyson Degenhart.
10 points, 9 rebounds for Degenhart. Closing in on another double-double. Clifford against Ugbo. Left side to Williams. Drives baseline, cut off. Back it out to Clifford. 8 to shoot. Clifford drives outside Evans. Evans will take a 3, and that's an air ball. But it's caught by Morton, and Morton will go to the free throw line.
That's not Morton. That's
Joppa?
Joppa. And the only reason he got the ball, he was only in a place, Joppa was only in a place to get the ball if it was an air ball or if it went directly through the hoop. It's not a bad block out, but you just don't expect someone to air ball.
Both teams now with 18 fouls. Joppa has just taken 5 free throws all year, made 3. And that one rattles in. First point of the night for Joppa. 62-57. Ugbo out, Stanley in. Crisp, refreshing, and irresistibly tasty. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide. Joppa's second free throw, that one goes in clean. 62-58 Boise State. Still loads of time left, 8:25. Degenhart, Carmichael, Cardenas. Al dribbles inside the arc, outside the arc, left side Carmichael, catches, shoot, 3-pointer won't go. Stanley knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll belong to the Rams. Degenhart will get a breather. Keene will come back in.
This just kind of feels like a big part of the game, a big moment of the game. These next couple possessions with 8 minutes left.
4-point lead Broncos. Clifford spins into the lane. The foul will be on the floor. And the foul on Keene, that will be his 4th. 9th on Boise State. We'll get to a timeout. Clifford is 3 for 3 at the foul line. He'll have a 1-and-1. 7:58 to go. 62-58. Boise State on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield.
It's that time of year when people start thinking about industrial refrigeration. Not. Folks around here are excited about Boise State basketball. APCO is proud to sponsor the Broncos. Their players and coaches hold themselves to exceptionally high standards, just like our team members do. For us, that means meeting the Western United States industrial refrigeration needs with unmatched expertise in system design, installation, training, service, and compliance. Visit apcco.net today, and let's go Broncos.
The Broncos are proud to present the Boise State Athletics preferred restaurant partners. Anthony's, Blaze Pizza, Chip Gourmet Cookies, Costa Vida Fresh Mexican Grill, Dutch Bros, Firehouse Subs, Paddles Up Poke, Taco Bell, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Tucano's Brazilian Grill, and Guthrie's Chicken Fingers. The Broncos encourage all fans to support these proud partners and make them a part of your next dining experience.
The Broncos are proud to present these preferred local partners in the home service industry as members of the Boise State Home Team, Atkinson's Mirror and Glass, Blind Appeal, Cloverdale Plumbing Company, Dodd Roofing and Exteriors, Nampa Floors and Interiors, RowPaint.com, Snake River Pool and Spa, and Bauscher Real Estate. The Broncos encourage all fans to support these proud partners and make them a part of your home team today. The Boise State Home Team, where local pride meets home improvement excellence.
The unexpected happens every day, and when it does, head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. 62 for the Broncos, 58 for the Rams. We still have 7:58 remaining, and Nick Clifford is at the line for a 1-and-1, trying to add on to his 28 points.
Well, after the Broncos got 7 free throws before Colorado State even attempted one here in the second half, the Broncos now have 10 points from the line, but Colorado State has 8. They have not missed a free throw here in the second half, and Clifford's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1 after that foul on Keene. Shooting percentages starting to tick back down to normal for Colorado State. They're down to 54%. They were up close to 60 earlier. They're 1 out of their last 7. The Broncos are 46% for the game. 21 out of 46.
Career high for Nick Clifford is 31. It was set in November against Tennessee State. I would think the smart money is on that. He's got 28 right now, still basically 8 minutes to go. He's going to beat 31.
Yeah, I think so. 77% free throw shooter in conference.
1-and-1. And sometimes it's more difficult to shoot off of a timeout. And he made it. 29 points for Clifford.
Still not a missed free throw in the second half for Colorado State. 9 out of 9. They're 11 out of 12 on the game.
Nobody else in double figures. 2 guys have 9. Clifford going for 30. He's got it. 62-60. Carmichael almost threw it away. Meadow able to save. Gets it into the front court to Degenhardt. Near disaster there for the Broncos.
That was close.
15 to shoot, 7:43 to go in the game. Broncos clinging to a 2-point advantage. Stanley to Cardenas. Inside to Degenhardt, whose finger touched it last? The Rams did, but the Broncos will have just 4 to shoot. Coach Rice pointing at the shot clock. Al's going to be the trigger man under the basket. See what you can do with 4 seconds. Cardenas inbounds, Meadow in the corner. Leans in, tried the 3, missed the shot. Rams with a chance to tie or lead. Clifford in the front court to Lake.
All 4 guys were just standing around on that inbound. There was no screen or anything.
Evans, Morton. Right side, Lake. Clifford, who has 30. Double team. Ball knocked away. Clifford got it back. 10 to shoot. Lake with it. 6. Lake on the drive. Lake in the paint. Over Carmichael. Missed the shot. Rebound, Joppa. Joppa will get the putback, and we will be tied at 62.
Boy, the offensive boards are just killing the Broncos here in this second half. Only 3 offensive boards for Colorado State, but they all come in this half.
Rams on a 6-0 run. Stanley against Joppa and a reaching foul, I think, on Morton on the other side. Free throws for the Broncos. Yep, I guess they called it on Joppa, his second. 9 fouls now, so the Broncos will have to earn it on the 1-and-1. I believe it's Omar, who's 1 out of 2 today at the foul line. Boise State in the game, 13 out of 15 at the foul line, 10 of 11 in the second half. 62 all. We were tied at 34 at halftime. 8 lead changes and now 5 ties.
Colorado State's been making their free throws. Boise State has to match it.
Stanley rimmed out. Rebound, Morton, and the Rams could take the lead. Colorado State has not had the lead in the second half. Evans, Clifford. Clifford. Left side, wide open Evans. It's a deep 3. It's good. Evans with his second 3. He's got a dozen. Colorado State with a 3-point lead. First lead of the half.
Well, that was all Nick Clifford. He drove a little bit and had a couple guys following him and found the open guy.
Broncos need a hoop here. Degenhardt to Cardenas, approaching 6 to go. Rams by 3. Cardenas in the paint. They're going to call Lake for the foul. That's the 10th. So as Lake commits foul number 1, Cardenas will come to the line to shoot 2. And I think Al may have kind of acted a little bit, I think, to draw the foul.
He exaggerates contact sometimes, and I think that probably helped there. Gets himself to the line.
6 minutes left. Broncos down 3. First free throw, Al, and it's good. 15 in the game for Cardenas. 65-63 Rams. Trying to make this a 1-point game. Cardenas' free throw is good. Got them both. 65-64 Colorado State. Evans with the dribble into front court. Picked up by Cardenas to Clifford. Meadow defending. Clifford dribbles behind a screen. Is going to take a three. It's good and a foul. Clifford with another three-pointer. That is a career-high 33.
And it was a foul. Did not leave him any place to land. Got contact on him. I mean, it's literally one player. I know that Evans hit a three on the last one, but it was an assist from Clifford. But it's one player that's just better than any defense the Broncos are throwing at him right now.
Tell you what, from what I see out here, these 7 NBA scouts, if they were going to have a draft between the players on the floor, you'd take Clifford first, and then you'd take probably about 4 Broncos after that. Stanley out with 4 fouls. Buchanan in. 68-64. Colorado State in front. They led by as many as 7 at 18-11. Clifford 5 out of 5 at the foul line now, 6 out of 6.
Well, Colorado State's 11 out of 11 from the line here in this half.
Danger time for Boise State with 5:47 to go. Colorado State has surged into the lead by 5. The Broncos do not have a basket in the last 3 minutes and change.
Still plenty of time, but the way that Clifford's playing, you can't give him many opportunities if you're not getting buckets too.
Cardenas. Inside to Degenhart, defended by Morton. 15 to shoot. They double Degenhart outside to Cardenas. Bowie over on the right side, slashes into the paint, threw it away. Several freshmen have had passes off penetration that have been turned over tonight.
Yeah, just looking, just going into the paint, not having an idea what to do and throwing the ball away.
Evans pass off the shoe of Cardenas. 5:14 to go. Rams by 5 with the ball.
And I think Andrew Meadows reaching down to one of his ankles. I saw him kind of holding it and grimacing a little bit. I have to keep an eye on that.
He's had a tough assignment on Clifford for a lot of the night. Bemba into the lineup again for Colorado State. Gives it up to Evans. Clifford defended by a much shorter Cardenas. Clifford turns, gets inside, and gets 2 more. It has been the Neat Clifford show tonight. 71-64. Rams in front.
No, one of our keys was to handle Neat Clifford, and not getting that done right now.
36. Career high. Cardenas inside to Degenhart. Degenhart under the basket. He's got the basket. He's fouled and it counts. Degenhart with a dozen in the game. 71-66. Plus the foul. Clifford has 4 fouls. There you go, guys. Let's get a 5th foul. Clifford has fouled out once this season.
Well, if you're going to do some things you've never done before, like 36 points, maybe do something that you've only done once before this season and foul out. Boy, what a difference that would make if he gets his 5th. He has 36, and then it goes down to 12 and 9.
He's made 13 of 17 shots tonight. 4 out of 6 from 3. Degenhart got the and 1. 71-67. Back to a 4-point game. 4:40 to go. Clifford with 4 fouls. Stanley and Keene for Boise State with 4 fouls.
Now the Broncos in a zone for the first time.
Lake dribbling with the ball. Into the paint. Morton outside Clifford. Drives by Cardenas. Shoots it. Missed it. Who's got the rebound? Meadow does. Broncos down 4 with the ball.
Big rebound, and nice job by Keene flying out to challenge the 3.
Cardenas picks up the dribble to Meadow. Back to Cardenas, approaching 4 to go. 4-point lead, Colorado State. Keene, left wing. 12 to shoot. Cardenas between the rings. Cardenas dribbles left side, pull up three, front of the rim, doesn't go. Morton rebounds. It's still a 4-point game.
And I know there's a lot going around on offense with guys cutting through, but Degenhardt had a deep seal on Clifford, and the Broncos missed it earlier in that shot clock.
Got to get it inside. Lake, left side, Clifford. In the paint to Bemba. Bemba, a couple of dribbles, powers his way over Buchanan. 6 for Bemba, and the lead back to 6. 3:25 left. Cardenas to Buchanan. Degenhardt between the rings to Keene. Buchanan hands it off to Meadow. Meadow into the paint. Meadow spins, turns, shoots, missed it. Rebound, tipped out, saved by Cardenas. Bodies all over the floor. Cardenas wills it in, driving between 3 green-clad Rams. Cardenas with 2 more, 73-69.
Now it's going to come down to some stops. 3 minutes left. The Broncos down 4.
73-69, Colorado State. Lake into the paint. Lake over the top of Keene scores. And timeout is called by, I think, Colorado State.
It's just hard to win games when you give up 57% shooting. Colorado State, 6 out of their last 7 buckets have gone down.
We've got a timeout. 2:49 to go. Broncos trail by 6. They'll have the ball when we come back on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Are you looking for fresh, delicious food? At Costa Vida, we prepare everything in-store daily, using only the freshest ingredients, never frozen. Are you hungry now? Enjoy Costa Vida your way. Dine in, swing by our drive-thru, order online, or have us cater your next event. Fresh flavors, made from scratch every day. That's Costa Vida, fresh Mexican grill.
As an agriculture company rooted in our connection to food, farming, and the land, we are always looking for new ways to carry forward the Simplot legacy of bringing Earth's resources to life. The world of agriculture is much different from nearly a century ago when our founder, J.R. Simplot, started the company. But one constant remains, the land we cultivate. Whether we're mining and manufacturing plant nutrients, feeding cattle, or growing and producing food, we are stewards of the land, securing a bountiful future for generations to come.
Bud Light, proud sponsor of Boise State Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. The number 2 seed on the line. Remember the difference. The winner of Nevada and Fresno for the 2. The 5 gets San Diego State in the first round.
That's a pretty big difference in the first round of the Mountain West tournament. But Colorado State just shooting lights out. They come into this game in conference shooting 49% from the floor and 38% from 3. In this game, they're shooting 57% from the floor and 47% from 3 and 93% from the line. And the Broncos, not half bad, 45%, but what's killing them is their threes. They've taken 25 threes, and they've only made 7 for 28%.
Too many threes attempted tonight for the Broncos, and not good enough defense. And that's why the Rams have a 6-point lead.
And it's one-on-one defense, which is hard to do. It really is, especially when you got some quick guys with the ball and, of course, Meek Clifford. But it's really been one-on-one. It's what we saw Fresno do to the Broncos, just one-on-one plays that the offense was just beating the defense.
Half the score here. You're down 6. 2:45 left. Cardenas in the front court. Clifford has 4 fouls. Buchanan with the ball. Right corner to Keene. Keene dribbles to the angle. Still with the ball. Picks it up. Right corner Meadow. Inside. Right block to Degenhardt. Working on Morton. Turns. Can't get a shot off. Outside to Cardenas. He'll shoot a 3. It popped out. Rams with the rebound, and now they have a chance to stretch it to 8 or 9.
Just rattled a million times and went out. Got to have a stop here.
2:15 to go. Evans, Lake, Clifford underneath Bemba, and he's fouled by Buchanan. 2:08 to go. The clock stops. Bemba, 78% free throw shooter, will shoot 2.
Yeah, this team is 80% in conference from the line. They have not missed one here in this second half. 11 for 11.
Broadcasters jinx, Abe. Let's hope you got it. And you don't. 76-69. Boise State had a 9-point lead. It's 60-51. It's 77-69. A 22-9 run. Cardenas on the drive, slipped. Ball ticks into the hands of Meadow. Degenhardt under 2 to go. Buchanan now against Bemba inside. Buchanan will draw the foul and will shoot 2, looking for his first points of the night. Well, Bemba is fouled out. Not the guy we want to see foul out. 4 fouls for Clifford. 4 fouls for Keene. 4 fouls for Stanley. Buchanan, 82% on the season.
You just need every point. Every point you can get now, and you got to have stops from here on out as well.
Made the first one for his first point of the night, 77-70. When Boise State scores 70, they are 18-3 on the season. But when they give up 70, they're 4-6. Made them both. 77-71, back to a 2-possession game at 6. Buchanan is out, Ugbo is in. If nothing else, you get a free timeout there to set your defense. 1:48 to go, both teams over the 10-foul limit, so both teams are shooting 2. Pressure in backcourt by the Broncos. Clifford into the front court to Crocker, Johnson to Evans. As Abe mentioned, we need some stops here. Evans, Clifford, player knocked down. Is Meadow on the foul? Or is it against the Rams? A foul on Meadow.
Going to be Meadow running through a screen.
Third foul for the Broncos.
And now, yeah, you don't hear a lot of groaning from the crowd on that one. That was a little bit of a shoulder down and through the screen.
Crocker Johnson is a 77% free throw shooter. Only 1 point on the night. 1 out of 2 at the foul line in the first half. 6-point lead, Rams goes to 7.
I mean, this, you can't come back on a team if they keep knocking down free throws. I mean, you just, with 1:33 left, or even more than that, when there's about 2.5 minutes left. 14 of 14 now in the second half from the line.
Second free throw coming for Crocker Johnson. Made them both. 79-71. It's an 8-point game with 90 seconds to go. Cardenas, Keene. He's going to take an open 3. It curled out. Tough luck for the Broncos from outside. Late rebounds.
I think maybe you got to start fouling now.
Yeah. But with this team, the lead may end up going to 15. Back court. Evans into the front court. I think they're going to call 10 seconds, so the Broncos turn them over. Clock stops with 1:10 to go. Nobody had the ball in the front court for Colorado State. The ball was in the air as 10 seconds expired.
Well, Coach Medved was trying to call a timeout as the ball was in the air.
I don't believe you can call a timeout when the ball's in the air.
No.
Nobody has possession. Try to slip an ID in here in just a moment. 1:10 left, 79-71 Colorado State. Got to have something here if you're the Broncos. Inbound to Cardenas. Buchanan. Cardenas again. Right side to Carmichael. Inside to Degenhardt. Back to the basket. Less than a minute to go. Degenhardt inside. Got fouled. Almost had it and won. And the foul will go against the Rams. And it's going against Crocker Johnson. He's got 4.
57.7 left. It's going to come down to the Broncos cannot miss. I'm talking from the line or from the floor, and they need some misses from Colorado State at the free throw line.
13 points, 9 rebounds, Degenhardt. Free throw is good. 79-72. This will get it to 6 if he can make this one. Deep breath for Tyson. Hush over to the arena. And that free throw is also good. We've got timeout called by the Broncos. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is Bronco basketball. Kind of think we should have the theme from Mission Impossible played as we're coming back. 57.7 seconds left. You're down 6. Colorado State has the ball. Do you accept the challenge?
Well, there's enough time where you can trap and be aggressive and maybe go for a jump ball. Now, Colorado State does have the arrow, but you can be aggressive, reaching in, going for a trap. And if you have a good trap, then keep it. Then you don't reach. But if they break it, once they break your trap that you have, I think you foul. And just hope that they don't continue this 100% shooting from the free throw line here in the second half. They are 15 out of 15. Bob, like you said, the number 1 free throw shooting team in the league. 80% from the line in conference, and they are at 94% in this game. 17 of 18 are the Colorado State.
I mean, if you're Boise State and they told you were going to make 20 of 23 free throws in the game, you'd think, wow, we got a great chance to win this game. Boise State this season has made 20 or more free throws now 12 times. In the previous 11 times they did it, they've won 9.
Yeah, and it's just the shooting percentages. Boise State has 6 more attempts from the floor and has made 23 field goals. Colorado State has made 27.
Colorado State's only made 1 more 3, but Boise State has 10 more misses. Broncos are going to go with a full court press. Rams have Lake, Crocker, Johnson, Evans, Clifford, and Morton. Clifford with a career high 36 points tonight. They've needed every one of them. Clifford will be the inbounder. Ugbo will stand in front of him. Clifford having trouble getting it in. Coach Rice wanted a 5, didn't get it. Trapped in the back court to Lake. He gets it across.
Now you got a foul.
Evans with the ball. 46 seconds left. I don't think you can be too choosy. 15 seconds to go. Keene trying to go for a steal. A lot of time left off there. 39-9 left and probably wasted 5 seconds.
Yeah, and I think you just, once they break the trap, then just foul. I mean, just make this game as long as you can. Send them to the line.
Believe Keene is fouled out. And it's going to be Carmichael returning. Buchanan looks like he's going to come in as well.
I think Buchanan's in for Ugbo, Carmichael in for Keene with those 5 fouls.
6-point game. You'd love to see Evans miss 2. He's an 87%er. Double figures for the 8th straight game. 19th time this season is Kyan Evans, and he made the first one. And they get to 80. When they score 70 or more, they're 17-2 on the season. Second one by Evans, made them both. And like you said, Abe, when they're making free throws like that, not much you can do.
No, there's not. You can't cut into a lead.
Cardenas in the front court, 36 seconds left. Hands it off to Meadow.
Got to get a shot up.
Carmichael, he's going to take the 3 off the rim, out of bounds. Colorado State, and with 22 seconds to go, that might be it.
Well, it wasn't the best defensive performance individually for the Broncos. A lot of one-on-one moves when the shot clock's winding down, or just back downs that the offense just got the advantage. And
Boise State this season, when you look at their Mountain West record, Abe. They are 12-0 against the bottom half of the league, and if this game goes to Colorado State, they'll be just 2-6 against the top half.
Yeah, and they're going to play a top half. If this score holds with 22.3 seconds left and Broncos down 8, they're going to play a top half in the first round, and it's going to be San Diego State. But here's the thing. At Air Force, you were going into there thinking that you were going to be a 4 or 5 seed going into the tournament. You did not foresee San Diego State losing to UNLV. That gave you the shot at the 2nd seed. So you are kind of where you thought you were going to be about a week ago, but still.
Colorado State, long pass into the front court, deflected out of bounds by Degenhardt. Still be Ram ball. New Mexico is going to win again tonight. They're winning handily over UNLV, 77-64. New Mexico is going to be 17-3. That's a gaudy record, especially playing 20.
Well, and after this game, it's the third part of the season. You got non-conference, and you got conference, and then you have tournament time. And the Broncos, yes, they'll probably lose this one here, but then 9 out of 11 going into the tournament.
New Mexico's going to be 17-3. Colorado State's going to be second at 16-4. Broncos are going to fall to 14-6, and then Utah State and San Diego State still play tomorrow, not against one another. Utah State playing Air Force and San Diego State playing Nevada.
Well, it just shows you in basketball what can be done when you have the best player on the court. And not just the best player, but the best player that gets extremely hot, too. I mean, Clifford comes in conference averaging 19, and he has 36.
Boise State was up 9 at 60-51. Since then, it's been a 30-13 explosion for Colorado State. Eight-point lead Rams. Clifford inbounds in front of the Ram bench. Into Crocker Johnson. Cardenas with the foul. That'll be his third. Crocker Johnson, 3 out of 4 at the foul line tonight. And they haven't missed in the second half. 17 out of 17. Select Health post-game show to come. Want to thank Mountain America Credit Union for our game sponsor tonight. Sports your Bronco pride with the Boise State debit card from Mountain America, the official credit union of the Broncos.
Another free throw goes down for Colorado State. 18 for 18 in the second half.
They're up 9. They were picked 7th at the beginning of the year, Abe. They're going to come in second. Made both free throws. They're up 10 here. 15 seconds left. Carmichael turns, shoots, missed the 3. Boise State's had a lot of them that have popped out tonight. 5 seconds and 4/10 left. And Boise State is going to lose a heartbreaker tonight on senior night. And Colorado State is going to claim the 2. Tyson Degenhardt will come out with 5.4 seconds left. Standing ovation from the crowd. They're going to bring Al Cardenas out as well for a much-deserved ovation. And the Broncos will have to face San Diego State mid-afternoon on Thursday. And that'll do it. Colorado State wins it by 10, 83-73 over Boise State. Again, closing the game on a 32-13 run.
And a lot of that was Nick Clifford, not just scoring the ball, but creating opportunities for his teammates. And then you look at the free throw shooting from Colorado State, 19 out of 19 in the second half. You just can't get back into a game when someone's hitting free throws like that.
Broncos will finish the regular season at 22-9, 14-6 in the conference. Colorado State will go to 22-9. They'll be 16-4 in the conference. That'll be the most wins ever for them in conference play. Final score, Rams win by 10, 83-73. More to come on the Select Health postgame show after this on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp. Refreshing. And ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
In America, the future belongs to everyone, so we built the vehicles of the future for everyone. Have your power of choice with Ford's lineup of gas, electric, or hybrid vehicles. Outperform the competition with America's best-selling trucks for 47 years, Ford F-Series. Take the road less traveled in a Ford SUV, perfect for the mountains, city, and everywhere in between. Or check out Ford's lineup of electric or hybrid vehicles, like the Ford Maverick, Mustang Mach-E, or F-150 Lightning. Inventory has arrived. Head to your local Ford stores today. Based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Get ready for a rate with a view. For a limited time, Mountain America Credit Union has auto loans as low as 5.74% APR. Explore serene valleys, roaring waterfalls, and relaxing beaches, all while enjoying a low monthly payment. Apply